Fred's all dressed up for the beauty pageant.
Everybody is. Did you see 𝗵𝗲 hair?
𝗵𝗲, that guy's cheating. He
looks like Superman.
That's right. I have a secret weapon too. My trainer's coming in to pump me up before the big beauty pageant.
All right.
That's gay.
I knew there's nefarious.
Well, that might be gay, but I might take first place.
Everybody's trying to get an edge.
I'm going for the gold, baby.
Today is the beauty pageant.
Yeah, I'm going to tell my trainer not to sweat me up, though.
Where the guys are going to be evaluated.
Even Jackie's all decked out in some sort of puffy shirt.
Puffy shirt.
And I see you with polka dots on over there.
Yeah, I have polka dots. I went with polka dots. Believe me, I put on about 4 different outfits before I chose this one.
That's the one you chose?
That's the one, boys. That's the one that's going to beat you.
You're not the judge.
Sure ain't.
Nice tacky leather jacket, Fred. I don't think you'll be placing high.
I don't think it's leather, my friend, and it ain't tacky.
Just trying to psych
your
you out.
aunt's dress.
Just trying to psych you out. That's all, buddy.
Fred looks better than he did when he got married.
Yeah, he was on the beach.
Wait till we strip down. Your trainer can pump you up from here until doomsday.
Well, we'll take a look. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Wrestling match or a beauty contest?
I didn't shave down. That was a mistake. Like, I'm a little too hairy.
Your body.
Yeah, I'm hairy. But who cares?
Maybe the judges will like you. You never know.
If they're gay.
Well, what do they work for? What magazines?
I think we got Playgirl.
And one guy
That's
from
a girl.
No, I don't know. I would assume that's a girl.
Yeah.
And then there's a. What is it, Gare? Oh, here we go.
Clark.
All right, we have a guy from. Yeah, we have a woman from Playgirl.
Right.
We have a guy from Click, who's the booker.
Right.
And a guy from GQ magazine.
Oh, forget it.
You guys are out of the. They're going to just all wretch and leave.
You got to tell the guy from GQ, though, it's not based on,
Personality.
It's not based on personality. It's not based on what we're wearing. It's based on
an overall look.
It's our looks.
And we were just trying to decide. Casey was asking me, what's the scoring? Is it just 2 categories, evening wear and bathing suit?
That's it.
And it's 1 to 10. 10
One
being
number.
highest.
One number.
That's it.
Although, do you want him to evaluate? Let's have him evaluate us after each look.
Oh, please. Of course.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's really funny.
But not give the number. Or
Yeah, they can give the number. They can give the number.
Hatred of Ralph is so universal because I just mentioned in passing today to Fred that he's coming, and Fred's like, if that idiot's on the panel, I'm not going.
Who said that?
We were kidding around, but
I did.
Who's coming?
Ralph.
Ralph.
If Ralph is on the panel, I'm off. Unless that moron has the nerve to get out there with everybody else.
We didn't want him. He said he would go out there.
So why is he here?
No.
He wants to be
do
here.
what?
He wants to be here in case those guys are too soft on us.
I don't understand something, Howard.
That's what I heard.
I know he's your friend and stuff.
Right.
But we have these meetings, and we get him so that he's not in, and then he works on you for like 3 days, and he gets himself in.
So you don't have to put him in. You guys decide. The bit might need a little
What do you
spicing
mean?
up.
Oh, you're going to have him sit there in the.
No, I said he could hold the microphone because if these guys don't. If these guys are a little timid about saying, he can help them out.
I
That's
just picture
all.
that you guys, he's picking out your clothes. He's like, listen, you need me.
No,
Wait a minute, Ralph
Yes.
is. He's not. He has some problem here. He's a conflict of interest.
Yes.
Because he helps you with your clothes.
Right. You should explain that to him when he comes in.
Shouldn't
All right.
be here.
All right.
No. This will be fair.
What's with the new haircut? You think that's going to win?
Well, you know what? I went to go get a haircut yesterday. Here's the deal. I went to go get a haircut.
Right.
And
by the way, in case you're wondering what's going on, we're going to have a beauty pageant here today between myself, Jackie Martling, Fred Norris, Baba Booey, Stuttering John,
And Benji.
and Benji.
Oh, did you see what
Benji's just some big fat kid who works for us, and we thought that's for comic relief when you see it on TV.
But he's real handsome if he loses weight. He keeps saying.
Yeah,
I don't know
sure.
how he sees that.
You know what? If I lose weight, I'll be real handsome too.
I won't clue you in, but Benji's going for something today that's like sort of comedy, but in his mind also will make him thinner.
Right.
And it's so not going to work.
Cumberbum?
I'm not going to tell you.
Girdle?
It's so not going to work.
All right. Why don't we take a break? We'll tell you everything that's going on because there is a lot going on today, including the beauty pageant, Robin.
Yes, that's going to be big news. Who will be the winner? Who
God.
will be Mr. Howard Stern?
Howard, you see,
Who will win?
Yeah, tell me what's going on.
I'm just getting into my outfit for the big competition.
What are you wearing today?
This is an outfit that I wore to the premiere for Howard's movie. It's Donna Karan. My belt is Prada. My shoes are Prada. And what's my shirt? John, what's my shirt? Look on the back. It's something that was way too much money, I'll tell you that.
𝗧𝗵𝗵
Now, why don't you tell him what it really is, Tara?
𝗧𝗵𝗵.
Tara, what are you wearing,
Gary? What are you wearing?
Tell him.
Oh, gee, sorry. I don't know every fucking gay fashion designer's name.
Are you nervous?
No. there's nothing to be nervous about because there's no chance of winning. Like I said, I will be happy if I get the seat in front, you know, two in front of Benji.
You wear that shirt's like putting leather seats on a Volkswagen.
John, look at you. Your fucking vest is dying.
Sorry, man. Dude, this is like this is $1,100 suit, dude.
It doesn't matter. It's on a fucking 1,100-pound guy.
I don't know, man. I'm not digging the whole outfit. You know, I'm ready to work. Is there a holder?
You're young and vital. That's all that they're going for.
Should I go with this kid? You know. No, I think we'll go with the jacket. What do you think, Doug?
You got an iron?
I know, that's what I wish I had.
No, I want to iron out the wrinkles in my look.
It's time to get the beauty pageant started. Everyone is excited to find out once and for all where we place. We've brought in 3 experts. Allow me to introduce you to the following people. Claire Harth, editor-in-chief of Playgirl magazine. David Soloff, who is the men's booker for Click Modeling Agency. And Mark Adams, the senior editor of GQ magazine. Gary, you going to bring all those people in right now? They're on their way. They're on the way right now.
I didn't even recognize Gary. I thought one of the judges was in the room.
Gary, where'd you get that suit?
Dude, I wore this to the premiere of the movie, and you know what? You told me I looked good that day.
Yeah, I tell you that all the time because I lie to you.
No, you usually don't.
Dude, you might have blown it with that outfit.
You actually went out of your way to tell me I look good.
Really?
It's Father Delabac.
This is, you know what?
You look like a priest.
I didn't want to tell you how much this suit costs.
What does it cost? Well, oh, wait, here comes everyone. Come on in, judges.
Okay,
Relax.
That must be Claire Hart.
I'll set up with the judges. Hi, guys. Come on in.
Oh, boy.
This is great. All right. Now, these are 3 experts, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe we should judge the judges.
Maybe the judges are going to have to get up and model. Judges, first of all, let me welcome you to the show and assure you that your opinion counts. And here's what I want to say to the judges. First of all, let me introduce everyone. This is Claire. Claire is from Playgirl magazine. What do you do at Playgirl, Claire?
Good morning. I'm the editor-in-chief.
All right. So you see a lot of pictures of men. You've seen men. You've evaluated men.
You like
men.
Naked.
You like to look at naked men. All right. So you are probably a very good judge
of men.
Of men.
The best.
Right. Okay.
You know, and what a good-looking man would be.
That's right. Now, Claire, don't even try to keep your mind blank until we get to the actual pageant. Even though this is our goal. Well, let me introduce the rest of the guys. David, you are the men's booker for Click. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
So you pick out the male models.
Absolutely.
All right. So you look at a guy and you say, "Wait a second. Not only is this a good-looking guy, but this guy has the ability to
sell product."
Sell product.
Exactly.
That's right. So you are a judger of men. Every day of your life, you are judging whether or not men are good-looking.
So you know what
Right.
it is about a man that makes him attractive.
Yeah, but they also can sell a product.
Okay.
Right. Okay, good. I like this. Our next expert is Mark Adams, senior editor of GQ magazine. Now, you certainly see men all the time.
Yes.
In clothing, you are constantly looking.
And you're looking for appealing men.
Right?
You know, because you want people to read the magazine and to appreciate what they say.
Let me tell all our judges the way we're looking at it. None of us consider ourselves good looking. In fact, I consider myself a mess, a train wreck.
Well, let's say they don't consider themselves model material.
Right. We understand we're not models. But we often have the argument on the show, who is the best looking out of all the guys who work on the show?
And where they rank in the general population of men.
That's right. And what I'm going to ask you for is total honesty. I swear to you, no one will hold it against you. We want you to say whatever it is you have to say. If somebody has a stomach that's too baggy, if somebody has breasts that look like they belong on a woman, be brutally honest.
In fact, especially to the guy from Click.
Yeah.
What I'd like you to say is not what you would tell the model, but what you would tell all the other guys when you get back in the room about somebody you didn't like.
Right.
That's right.
Pretend they're not here when you're talking about.
You have to take your inhibitions and throw them out the window. We want to know what's wrong with us, and we want to know who ranks the best. We want to put them in order, the whole thing. Because we need to know. We're insecure men.
Number scores, I guess.
Right. There will be number scores. We're going to have two. We're going to have 2 categories. Now, this isn't about what we're wearing. Yes, we've all worn something where we think we look.
You hope you look.
That we look nice in. But it's really just about looks. We're going to put on swimwear, and we're going to wear regular, nice clothes.
Something they'd wear on the street.
That's right. And really, what we're asking you to evaluate is not so much do the clothes look nice, or that outfit or whatever, but who is handsome.
Face-wise.
Who is attractive?
Face-wise, attractive.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Face-wise, everything-wise.
Everything-wise. Body, total package.
Yeah.
Robin is right over there.
And wait a second.
Robin's a big yenta.
It might also include
Yes.
who exudes charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, charisma.
Then you're all going to lose to Howard.
Please.
No, please.
It's face,
we have
body.
no charisma. You can leave charisma out.
No, like the guy from Click said, who can
Yeah.
sell a product? Maybe
No.
you're charismatic.
No,
You know what?
Gary, you're confusing it, and please allow me not
Be
to.
quiet. Because
Don't
this
worry,
is
you'll
the
lose on
kind
that
of
level
thing-
too.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing where if you saw these guys in a park sitting in,
Right.
the what is that the sheep meadow or something,
Right.
who would you most likely pick if you needed somebody to take a photo of?
Better yet, if there was a nuclear explosion,
Oh, man.
and the only men left on the planet were the following men that you're going to see,
There's no hope.
You'd say, gee,
Who's
out of
the
all of
model?
them, they're losers, but one of them I got to make a model. Okay?
The
Now
best
you
are the
understand.
worst.
Whether they be in Playgirl or Click or GQ, doesn't make a difference.
When he says sell product, he means with a print ad, not
Whatever.
With-
Whatever. Shh. It's enough explanation already.
Yeah,
Well,
this has nothing
Gary
to do
wants
with
to know.
personality.
Right, well, Gary-
nothing. to do with
Dragging this
personality.
out.
But
I want to get it over with.
naked, right?
What?
Everyone's going to be naked, right?
No one's going to be naked, but we will be in swimwear.
I'll get naked if it helps.
Really?
Really?
Oh, God.
You woke up the judge.
Is that before the judges just
Hey,
woke
now.
up? Hey now. Really? You really want to win? I'm just hoping to place somewhere in the top 3.
Let's not even talk about what
Let's
we want.
not do that.
And by the way, I've been asked to say the following. Because it's the Howard Stern show, please do not consider me above anyone else just because it's my show or something like that.
What?
But also, I would ask you in all fairness that if I am better looking than the rest of the guys,
Don't vote against it.
please don't vote against me because everyone's going to say, oh, the judges just did it because they want to be on the Howard Stern
But
show.
once he leaves that microphone, he's just a guy.
I'm just a guy.
They're all just guys.
All right.
You pick.
So, I mean, not to be contrary to say, oh, I'm not going to give him any votes because I don't want them to think I'm biased or something like that. Just be honest, dead honest, and we want to hear everything that's in your mind about us. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
All right, now how does this work?
Now, here's how it works. Each one of us will step out, even though the judges have already seen us in our clothes. Who's going to
you
go
haven't
first?
stood up.
You want to go first, Gary? All right.
He's
Why
already
not?
standing.
All right. Okay, Gary. Why don't you step up to the microphone there? Put the mic in. All right. And let the
I
judges
come
look
into
at
the other
you.
room, don't I?
You should eventually come into this room,
Okay.
yeah. I think so.
No special music?
No special music.
Oh,
You want some music? Here's
Yeah,
some.
Gary is wearing an ensemble that
Maybe I should wait.
got a lot of buttons on it.
Hey, here's some modeling music.
There you go. Oh, no.
Oy vey.
Move, Gary.
All right. Okay.
Right.
I'm going to keep going in this order. I'm going to go to Claire first. And Claire, I'm going to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, but also give us your thoughts on Gary and what he looks like and attractiveness and all of that.
You want to turn around, Gary? Sure.
Yeah, let him see your body. Although in the swimmer you'll see more.
Yeah, but that's him and his streetwear.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about a 6.
A 6. Why?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Why a 6?
He looks good. Nice, kind of casual, but fancy-ish wear. I like guys a tiny bit taller, perhaps a little bit.
That's Harry.
No.
A little bit thinner.
A tiny bit thinner.
Say it. Just
Tiny bit.
A little firmer, perhaps.
A little firmer.
Right.
No,
But you're giving him a 6.
yeah.
Really? You're saying his shoulders are nice?
What is nice?
What is nice? Is it the lips? Is it
I
the...
like
the dude from Click is just staring at me.
Right, yeah, well, I can't wait to get to him.
Dizzy.
I like brunettes.
My what?
Nuts.
Brunette.
Oh, brunettes. I thought you said you like his nuts. I said, wait, you haven't seen those yet. All right. Okay, so Claire, you're going to evaluate a 6. Is someone keeping track of all the scores, I hope, Gary?
Anne-Marie out in her office.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's go to David next because everyone's anxious. He seems to have something to say. David, please, Baba Booey, evaluate.
That shirt's got to go immediately.
Now, why is
Gotta
that?
go. It's just wrong. It's just completely wrong.
Okay.
You need like a real collar. No, I don't know. That looks like, I don't know.
It's also kind of tight around his fat neck, right?
Yeah, yeah, but that's
He's
okay. I don't
squeezing
mind that.
the collar.
The suit is pretty incredible too. I've never seen a double-breasted Nehru suit.
It's pretty
Me neither.
pretty bad. Isn't
With
it?
the pleated pants and the whole thing, the outfit's not happening.
And a black
Okay,
suit with
but remember,
brown
this is
shoes.
looks.
Oh, but
Yeah,
you're
well,
saying
right.
your,
Yeah, it looks
your
bad.
taste is bad.
The outfit's terrible. And I'm kind of disappointed because I would have given you an 8 because when I saw you outside, your hair, you had this one like killer loop like Hawaii 5-0 thing up there,
Right.
and it's gone now.
And he got
like
it.
that.
No, Gary wanted me to fix his hair. He
No,
wanted
no.
me to plaster it down.
Can I tell you something? He just got that haircut yesterday for this special
No,
occasion.
but it was fine before. Now it's like, I don't know.
What about his looks, though? Seriously.
He needs to lose a couple pounds.
Right.
True.
He's
We
a
know
little,
that.
He's a little short, but
Right.
you know, a few pounds.
1 to 10?
1 to 10, 7.
Oh, come on.
7.
You guys got to be
Guys,
kidding. All right, all right.
what are you doing? Jesus.
All
man.
right, a 7.
If he was thinner, he's got like a good, bigger nose, and it's like kind of interesting.
Okay.
All right, so he's a
7 it is. We got to accept the judges' scores.
Right.
We can't argue with them.
So if he lost another 10 pounds, he'd be an 8?
No, if he had that curl in his hair, it'd be an 8.
Really? All right, let's go to Mark Adams, senior editor of GQ magazine.
That's easier to do than to lose a 10 pounds.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
The hair is great. It does look like a party haircut, though.
Yes.
Just had it done. Sort of a Kennedy thing, but curly. Yeah, you could lose about 10 or 15 pounds.
Right.
Right.
Got to do something about the shave.
In what respect?
You obviously have a heavy beard.
Yep.
I would shave in both directions.
Uh-oh, I didn't shave.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I only shave up, Is that bad?
It depends on your skin. If your skin can take it.
Yeah, you look like Nixon.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what? Stand closer to your razor. I think that's what he's trying to tell you.
And so what would you give him number
What would you give him? What?
I give him a 6.
A 6.
Oh, not bad.
Those are phenomenal scores.
Okay, phenomenal scores.
I know that the next competition
You're going to go down, huh?
Right.
Does anybody have a problem with the brown shoes with the black suit?
Well, I don't think that we're evaluating clothing.
It's not a clothing thing.
No, I think it's really about looks. Even though this is the best way he thinks he can look. All right, Fred, why don't you go next? Fred, go ahead. All right, here comes Fred. He's going to march in the room so you have a good look at him.
You haven't seen me.
All right, this is the we wore our sexiest outfits where we thought we looked good, but of course we're going to be doing bathing suit next.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, Fred.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Fred, in the spirit of the
Gorgeous.
He's doing his best.
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, once again, I'm going to go to Claire Harth, editor-in-chief of Playgirl magazine. Fred Norris.
Don't stare at her.
Yeah.
Immediately, I have a bad sinking feeling. She went,
Please, let Claire talk.
No, just
Don't
let
intimidate the judges.
speak.
I'm not intimidated.
I think your chest needs to be firmer if you're going to show it that much.
You think?
Interesting.
You haven't seen it yet.
Let's not argue.
Sure.
Come on.
Arguing? I'm just...
Claire, please don't be intimidated by the participants.
Keep going.
Right.
No matter what he
And
does.
the hair needs a little bit, it needs to be shorter for me.
Yeah, I was going to get a haircut, but I figured the day before the competition would be really ridiculous.
All right, I agree.
I like more of a style in your hair.
Right, right.
I agree with that.
And I say 5.
A 5. Interesting.
Boy.
Interesting.
There
you go.
Okay, let's go over to David. David Soloff, of course, men's booker for Click.
I like what he's wearing.
Good.
He's like rocking it out a little. He's
Yeah, I
the
like
type
this
of
guy
guy,
already.
like, if he walked in, I'd notice him. He'd be like, hey, what's this one about?
He's rock and roll, yeah.
So, the outfit's good.
All right, forgetting the outfit for a second, though. What about...
I like his
presentation.
wrinkles in his eyes.
Okay.
I like because wrinkles make a lot of money.
Yes. Do they really?
Those skinny grunge kids, they don't make time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
so
you go.
Fred,
I can't believe that.
Fred's a
Product.
moneymaker.
I don't know about that. Don't get
he's
carried
a
away.
moneymaker.
Jackie's going to win
He's a
then with the
moneymaker.
wrinkles.
Jackie's so wrinkled. Wait
He's
till you
Fort
see him.
Knox.
All right.
Prune.
All right. I hear a number coming.
Um,
I hear a number.
I'd say
Go ahead.
8.
An 8.
Yeah.
There you go. Makes
Very
up for
high
Claire.
score.
Thank you.
Very high
He's
score.
got height, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew David would like him.
And he
All
looks
right.
cool. Did you really?
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Mark Adams, GQ magazine senior editor. This guy sees tons of guys. Go ahead.
Well, he's got sort of that well-preserved bass player look about him.
Oh, gee.
All right.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
That's a nice thing.
You know, high forehead.
Yes.
Hair is okay. It works for you.
Thanks.
Because you have kind of, don't take this the wrong way, a big head.
I do have a big head. Yeah.
Hey, so does Rosie O'Donnell. She's
So I
done well
won't
for
shade
herself. I mean, let's be honest.
So you
All
could
right.
pull off the haircut.
Okay.
I would put a cream or something in your hair to
I was going to do that
mat
too.
it down
but
a little bit.
I just figured it'd be ridiculous.
All right, Fred, don't talk so much. Let's hear it.
Just
Okay.
Take your
All right.
evaluation.
Let's hear what this
Fred,
gentleman
but your
has to
hair
say.
always looks like that.
Yeah, he was going to do
always
But I
that.
was going
going
to put
to
it
put
in
a
for this
cream
morning,
in
but
It's good that
forget
you
it.
didn't try extra
'Cause
hard.
you want to know
You want an
something?
honest evaluation.
Exactly.
All right,
I'm
go
not,
ahead.
I'm not going to phony it up like some people.
By the way, Fred is wearing makeup. I am not. Go ahead. Yes. That's right.
Hey, look at the
Posture's pretty
competition.
good.
Is she?
Could firm up a little bit. I'd give you a 6.
A 6. Okay. There it is
Thanks.
from the judges. All right. Who wants to go next? Jackie the Jokeman Martling?
Go ahead.
All right. Here he
Jumbo.
comes. Jackie the Jokeman Martling will be strutting in. We've heard from Fred Norris and Gary Dell'Abate.
Where's the modeling music? That's at the moon.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Jackie the Jokeman has worn. He's wearing a suit.
A light suit with tennis shoes.
With tennis shoes. That is his look.
A wrinkled suit.
Jackie, push the microphone down so you can talk.
Can I point something out, Howard?
Yeah.
I noticed his shoes. They're Skechers, and you know why?
Why?
Because they're free.
I don't think the other
free.
All right. Why don't we allow Claire the first word? Claire Harth, editor-in-chief, Playgirl magazine. Jackie the Jokeman Marley.
First beauty pageant.
All right.
I think you look well put together. Your hair, I like it back. It looks...
He's smiling.
It looks bald.
I know I can't say it's all on looks, but it looks like you have a good personality.
Oh, he's miserable. Go ahead. But that's
wrong.
All right. So wrong.
You have a very nice smile, and I'll give you 6.
Ooh. Jackie with a 6. You guys are way too nice. All right, go ahead. Let's go to David Soloff, men's booker for Click. By the way, David is a graduate of the Parsons School of Design, so he knows what he's talking about. That's right. And Claire, I think, is single, are you?
Actually, they kicked me out.
Oh, you're
Really?
married.
You never graduated?
No.
All right, go ahead.
But he won 8 awards, Howard.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now look at this mess called Jackie. Go ahead.
You know what? He's short to be a model.
Right.
That hair's got to go. It needs to be like a short hair dude, but he's a really handsome guy. He's like...
Yeah.
I think so.
If he were like the right height, how old are you?
60.
50. He's 50 years old.
50,
All right.
50.
You got to be honest with the judges.
That's excellent. You can make money modeling if you were in like...
A mess.
If you grew a little bit, you're
Scale of 1 to 10.
If it was 20 years ago, are you saying?
No,
now.
Oh.
Right now.
Really? Are
You're
you?
just a run.
Are you listening, Howard?
David, those glasses of yours are tinted, right?
That's true. That
I'm
could
telling
be
you.
the problem.
You take them off. Just make a double check, will you, before you... All right. All right. Okay. David, what do you give him on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say... I don't know.
And you really like that suit, huh? Wow.
With that bad shirt
I like
underneath.
that too.
Yeah.
I can't stand that suit.
Oh, thank you.
But it wasn't about the suit. We told David it
but he
wasn't
just
about the
didn't
suit.
say
Yeah, but that's part of the whole thing. It's like,
Okay,
wear
it's
it
the
to how
package.
they look in the
All
colors.
right, go ahead.
No, I hate that suit. It's horrible.
Thank you.
Thank
It makes him look like
You're
it's too baggy.
Yeah, of course, it's
It
too big
doesn't
on
fit
him.
him. He just bought it. I
But-
don't know. He got it from Salvation Army.
David, please
he
give
looks like
it.
he's 2 feet tall in that thing.
Right, and the sneakers don't help. David, give him a scale of 1 to 10, please.
Oh God, and that Stummy the Pumpkin outfit kills a lot. But I have to say, probably I'd give him an 8.
An 8.
8 for
David.
No,
I
he's a
gotta-
good-looking guy.
What is it, Ralph?
What do you guys like? If you're giving Jackie an 8, what do you turn
Ralph, Why
down?
don't you shut up?
I didn't get everyone a 10
Like, who's a
yet.
10?
Judging fighting, I will beat your ass.
All right, David is
I'll beat
entitled.
your ass right now.
David
fat
is
man.
entitled. Hey, Ralph,
Oh, I
easy.
could beat you, Jackie.
Easy.
Easy. We're in the middle of a contest.
See,
I've never
that one
seen
back there, that's the making of a difficult model.
Yes.
That's,
yeah.
I'd throw that one out right away.
Well, she's very difficult. Trust
I
me.
can
And
see
has
she is.
Yeah, she
nothing
certainly
to
is.
recommend her.
All right,
yes.
let's go to Mark Adams.
Honey, there's another queen in the room. And I'm a fashion queen.
That's
The worst
right.
kind.
Mark Adams, go ahead. Jackie the Jokeman Martling, we're in the middle of a very big pageant. It's important to all of us. We ask you for your evaluation, a serious evaluation.
Jackie is a surprisingly good-looking guy.
Wow.
Based
why
on-
is
I told you that. I said Jackie's good
Based
looking.
on hearing you on the radio, I thought you were like 250 pounds, and
Right.
It's not like Howard has
Exaggerating.
made you think that.
no, not at
Mark,
all.
please tell us what you think. 1 to 10.
His look is sort of James Caan meets that Indian that cried about the pollution.
Oh, interesting.
He was
yes.
very old, wasn't he?
It was. You have some good wrinkles, distinguished. The ponytail's got to go. I give you a 7.
Okay, a 7 it is. Very nice scores for Jackie the Jokeman Martling, who clocks him. Who's next?
Why don't we do? You can do either Benji, John, or yourself.
All right. Well, why don't you do Benji and
Yeah,
John, and then I'll get up so I don't have to move from the microphone.
So let's do Benji.
All right, Benji's next. This guy's a train wreck. I can't imagine.
Don't try to prejudice the judges.
Okay.
Obviously, that has not worked in your favor.
Understood. Believe me, the judges are not going to be prejudiced. I can see this group is not going to be. Let's walk in with Benji. There he is. Interesting look.
He's gotten his...
Walk up to the microphone. All right, I'm going to...
Howard, can I just point something out really quickly?
Benji, yes.
You know, Benji's so poor that it looks like he went out and bought stuff but refuses to take the tags off because it's going back today.
Is that right, Benji?
It's satisfaction guarantee clothing, so I want to see if I'm satisfied.
All right, first I'm going to go to Claire Harth, editor-in-chief of Playgirl magazine.
Need to lose some weight.
Yeah, I know.
I'll say. Would you sleep with that?
He's smiling
No.
hard
No.
for the judges.
A little less gel in the hair.
Right.
Hair? What hair?
Let it fall into your face a little.
Right.
You cover the face.
And 4.
A 4. Okay, that's very honest.
You don't have like a heavy edition of Playboy or anything?
David 𝗧𝗵𝗲, let's go to you. Men's booker for Click.
He's a big guy.
Just, you know, why don't you just let your thoughts out and don't even try to censor yourself?
I don't know if they make samples in your size. I don't think I could get you any jobs.
Scale of 1 to 10.
But, you know, he tried to pull it together. Got to give him something for that.
Right.
I'd say 4.5.
4.5. Okay. All right. All right. Listen, that was very honest. Thank you, David. And Mark, go ahead.
5.
A 5. Okay. Let's go right now. All right, Benji, go. He didn't even talk about it. I think that was very realistic. I think that was very realistic.
Stuttering John will be next.
Stuttering John, who has a unique look. Here he comes. Stuttering. Well, step up to the microphone and don't drag this out. Let the judges look you over. 3-piece suit. I haven't seen one of those in a while. All right, Stuttering John. We're going to go first to Claire Harth, editor-in-chief of Playgirl magazine. If you want to just give him a scale of 1 to 10 or point something out, go ahead.
6.
A 6.
Right
Interesting.
away.
David 𝗧𝗵𝗲, let's go to you.
I'd say it's a nice outfit. He looks pretty good today, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The hairdo's good, too.
Good.
It's a nice nowhere length. I'd say about yeah. 6.
A 6? What was Gary? A 8?
An 8.
And this guy's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Mark Adams.
Like the outfit. Get rid of the T-shirt. Cut the hair. Don't frown so much. Give you a 5.
5. Interesting. All right, now I have to go.
And don't wear white socks with black
Get back
shoes.
there, John.
See that? Only you know because you in the back.
Now,
where's the runway music?
I got it.
You know, you want to know something? I turned it off so that it wouldn't interrupt your words, but I should walk down.
You have to walk with that music.
You know, I don't like being evaluated. All right, judges, I'm going to turn off that music, silly. All right, judges, I haven't had time to primp like the other guys.
Oh, don't.
And, of course, my hair was not fixed. Of course, I'll let you have a look at my eyes.
Nice baby blues.
All right, let's go in order again. Let's go to Claire.
I'm going to give you a 7.
7, thank you. God, Baba Booey beat me.
No, I think she gave him a 6.
Give me a 6.
Yeah. Okay, who, David next?
David.
Hey, you're like tall and you have got like a good build.
Thank you.
I would say good nose.
Thank you.
Greatness.
I'd say about. I wish you'd straighten your hair sometimes, but so because of that.
You straighten the hair?
Yeah, I'd love to see you with straight hair one day.
Okay, I could do that.
What's wrong with his hair?
No, I just like I don't know.
Right,
I like
You like to see it straight.
He's kind of like share and drag in a way. You know what I mean?
That's good. I take that as a positive. That's all right.
Yeah, straight hair would be nice. So I would say 7.
7.
All right, and let's go to our third and final
Mark.
judge.
Keep the hair. Get rid of the earring. Stand up straight, but you're still no Jackie. I'll give you a 6.
What did I get?
6.
A 6. And Gary has an 8.
I give Gary a 6.
You did give Gary a 6.
Yeah.
All right, I told you
But
Gary
you
and I were
gave
the same.
Jackie
Okay,
a
I agree with
higher
that, judges. Thank you so much. And now we're going to, here's what I'm going to do. Fred, why don't you take a commercial break?
Right.
We're going to switch into our bathing suits.
Oh, boy.
And then the judges
You get
will
to do this
evaluate
all
Then it all
our
falls
swimwear.
apart.
All right, and everybody stand clear because it's not a pretty sight. You can get the judges a bottle of water or something. Or whatever, tea, coffee.
What do you got, Jack?
Get out of here. I'm
gonna hide the curtain for you.
You guys are those fucking cats. Like this.
What are you doing? Trying to get the muscles pumped a little?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, John.
Get my ass kicked.
So, okay, how do you decide on this look?
Kathy told me that I looked fat in the trunks, and I thought I did, so I figured, what the hell?
No stuffing this time?
No stuffing.
Now it's time for the sexy swimsuit competition.
So before the bathing suit competition, where are the judges at?
Okay. First of all, Benji, as we all knew, would be the low score.
All right, we put him in because nobody wanted to come in last. Yeah, 13.5.
Next on the list is John with a 17.
Okay.
Fred and Gary are tied at 19.
Right.
You have 20. But Jackie has 21.
Interesting. It is a tight score.
Yes.
It's a tight score.
So This
The bathing suit could change all of
competition
this.
could change. This will determine the winner.
All right, let's go in the same order. Let's have Gary come out. He's been backstage waiting to unveil himself in his bathing suit. Here he comes, our own Baba Booey. Oh, he is in his underwear. Did you stuff your package? Wait a second. Is there anything in your underwear?
No, there isn't. And you know what? It was a last.
He's pretty well hung.
It was
I'll admit
You
that.
had trunks.
It was a last-minute change. What happened was Kathy said I looked heavy in the trunk, so I went with the underwear. Now I know I'm a little thick in the
You look
belly.
real thin in
No,
them.
I know I'm a little thick in the belly, so I'm just going to show you, some of the work I've been doing on the legs there.
All right.
A little bit of work I've been doing on the arms.
Okay.
Just a little bit. I've been working it. So.
All right. I'm going to Claire. Before you vomit, I want to get your words.
I love the hair on the back.
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't look big.
Yeah.
It's just looks. It's not taking into account that he's wearing underwear.
It's looks. You're getting to see his body and his face, and perhaps it'll help him.
He's posing.
Don't miss the hair on the back.
I know
either.
I didn't.
All right.
3.
A 3. All right.
Yeah.
Whoa, taking him way down. We knew that would hurt.
Never have taken off your
We knew that would hurt.
clothes.
All right, I'm going to keep going in the same order. David, go ahead.
I'd say a 3.
A 3. Mark?
Let's make it unanimous.
Okay. 3 is across the board. Gary, I'm going to ask you.
3's the chump.
But look at that ass. Come on. How can you resist? All right, I'm going to call for... Who is next? Fred? All right, Fred, why don't you go next? Fred is going to come out.
Decided to wear underwear, yes?
Fred is wearing his underwear? I thought it was a swimsuit competition.
No, he decided to wear underwear. And what is in his pants?
There's something.
Oh, Fred, you got to take out no artificial.
He's got a tennis ball in there.
Oh, please. You all in your dreams.
I put that in there so that I wouldn't drip.
Drip what?
Drip. Drip.
What's wrong with you?
What disease do you have?
You see, when you have a foreskin, my friend, there are certain.
Okay. All right.
I
Go
think
back.
he's telling the judges that for more points.
All right. Okay. All right. Go ahead. I don't care. So you can stop.
It makes him exotic. What
He is so strange, judges. I don't care. I know you're not supposed to evaluate that.
Want the tissue?
No, that's all right. I don't want
the tissue out.
All right,
It's
judges, let's go to Claire first.
4.
4. Let's go to why a 4, Claire? Just curious.
You need definition.
Right. I agree. Okay, David, go ahead.
I'd say like a 5.
A 5. Let's go to Mark Adams.
Did you want to spin around for them, Fred?
You do have a nice tuchus. Oh, no, actually, it's kind of drooping.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that.
Pull up those pants.
Mark Adams, please.
In the back.
About a 6.5. Subtract a half a point for the foreskin.
6.
Oh,
6.
come on.
Now give him a 6.5. Don't take off for the foreskin.
6.5.
All right, 6.5 it is. All right, let's go next to Jackie the Jokeman Martling, who is going to be wearing swimwear, I believe, unless he comes out in his panties.
No, he's abided by the rules.
He has abided by the rules, as I have. Here he comes, Jackie the Jokeman Martling, sucking in the gut. I'm glad to see David laughing.
You know, it's that belly button. What's going on with that?
Scary, isn't it?
All right, let's go over to Claire Harth, editor-in-chief, Playgirl magazine.
Work done on it.
All right, go ahead.
4.
A 4. All right. David Soloff?
Yeah, I'd say
Notice he doesn't have
A
toenails.
4?
4.5.
All right, 4.5.
Toenails. What's the deal?
Notice he doesn't have toenails. I don't think that the judges even have gotten that far down. Let's go to Mark Adams. Maybe Mark has a different opinion.
How old are you, Jackie?
51.
I'd give you. If you got rid of that belly button, I'd give you 7.
But what are you
What
giving
do you
him?
give him?
I'll give you a 7, but get that thing out of my sight.
You're giving him a 7.
Wait. How can you give him a 7?
I know why.
Ouch.
Hey, easy. Don't fight. Don't fight. Hey, don't fight. What's the matter with you? Hey, a fist fight just broke out.
What's wrong with
What is wrong with
Hit
you?
my tattoo. It hurt.
He's hostile.
Oh, my God.
Anyway,
Difficult
how
model.
could
Jackie, what just happened there?
I smacked Ralph on the arm. I didn't like these comments all day.
Ralph has road rage and he's not in the car.
Ralph, maybe you ought to go
he
out.
hit my tattoo. I just got it. It hurt.
We all know that.
Maybe you ought to go out of the room and cool down.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Listen,
I didn't mean to freak you out, Ralph. I gave you a little tap.
how can you give Jackie a 7
All right.
when, you couldn't show an ad with that belly button? Nobody would buy a product.
No, come on. Don't argue with the judges that much.
I think he's. Can I tell you something? I think he's basing it that, which I agree with. Jackie, for a 51-year-old man, is in pretty good shape.
All right. Okay, Jackie, very good score over there.
Thank you.
All right.
Ralph, I apologize.
All right, you guys all right?
I didn't mean to hurt you.
It's all right.
All right.
Jackie,
Okay.
why did you get back over there
Sensitive.
with the
Get back over there, unless Ralph attacks you.
Jackie just bitch slapped Ralph.
All right, let's go to Benji next. Judges, I apologize for the
violence.
testosterone
You know what?
outbreak here.
Nobody in this contest is going to get miscongeniality.
No,
Okay.
God, that's the first time I ever saw a fight break out in a beauty pageant. David laughing. All right. Claire obviously disturbed by the antics in here. Claire, have you ever seen anything like that in the middle? No. What do you want to say?
Belly button or the?
No, the belly button or the fight.
Here comes Benji.
All right, here's Benji.
He's in a wet
Benji, you got to strip down. What's the matter with you? I don't think it'll help anyway. Judges, Claire,
Benji,
go
that's
ahead.
real
Give him a quick evaluation.
I need to see more.
Go ahead. Take off your shirt. Unzip.
Unzip.
Howard, he thought this was going to make him look thinner.
Right. Come on.
Did
Unzip.
anyone notice my eyes ever?
Wait, Claire. He and I are the same guy?
More or less. What did you give him, Claire?
I'm giving him a 3 because he showed up in a bathing suit and you didn't.
All right. That's a 3?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go over to David.
I'm going to give him a 4 because I like the whole wetsuit. It's kind of like...
Let's go to Mark Adams.
It's good.
I'll give you a 2 for showing up.
All right. You're very honest. Very honest. All right. Let's go to Stuttering John and his swimwear. Benji, get out of here. He's still coming in
all that
last.
crap.
Yeah. Get out of the way and let John come in. All right. Here comes John in his swimwear. Very beautiful. I'm going to go right to Claire. Claire, give me a scale of 1 to 10. Stuttering John.
Yeah, the 3.
A 3. Let's go to David Soloff, men's booker for Click.
She's out of her mind. A 3.
Out of her mind? Why are you calling the judge out of her
Benji
mind?
got a 4 and all right, whatever.
Well, go on.
All right. Let's go to David. I apologize.
Yeah, it's a 3.
A 3. And let's go to Mark.
I'll give you a 4 because you have a little better shoulders than Gary.
All right, there you go. All right, now I have to go. And let me say to the judges beforehand, I have a very strange tattoo on my arm. It is not a tattoo. It is a henna for something that we were doing. All right, so that...
Well, they're not evaluating your tattoo.
And I can't take it off because I still need it. But don't evaluate the tattoo. Ignore it. It is body painting.
Too much free time.
All right. Here we go. I feel like a real jerk doing this.
Yes, we do.
All right, I'm going to...
Look at that thing.
Turn it around.
That's great. I give a 1 for the shorts.
Nice legs.
Look at he's covering
Olive
up
oil.
everything.
Judges, I'll ask you to evaluate. First, I'll go to Claire.
4.
A 4? What are you talking about? Look at his body. So much nicer.
Why a 4? What's wrong with him?
Robin, do you think I'm a 4?
No, definitely not.
Can I say one thing? She
Yes.
gave you, me, and Gary the same number.
No, she gave me a 3.
She gave you a 3?
She gave me a 3.
I know him.
But Howard,
Gary,
Howard,
why a 4? Seriously.
Because you don't have hair on your back.
I don't have hair on my back.
No, that's good.
No, what are you taking off? What are you taking?
Yeah,
What are you
where
taking
did I
off
fall
for?
apart?
You just need a little bit more definition and
Wait.
I don't know. You're just a 4.
Howard,
You're
4?
just a
How many days a
4.
week do you go to the gym?
I'm 5.
And how much money do you spend? A fortune, right?
ankle thing.
Do you think
What is
that
that?
what you spend and what you do is worth it to be a point bigger than me?
I thought, yeah, I'm going to quit the gym. That's it. I really am. I'm going to go to
It's
David
also
now. David,
winter,
go ahead.
like not much color.
Well, come on. I mean, I work for a living. Come on. What am I going to do? I'm not a model. Go ahead, David.
I like the pose, Howard.
You've got big boobs now.
Yeah.
Don't miss
I've
the
been
line.
working out my
But
chest.
you're not saying chest, you're saying boobs.
Yeah, they're kind of boobish. Aren't they? I'd say probably, yeah, like a 4.
I thought I was going to come.
You were working that hard for
I've been working out. A 4.
You thought you were going to be over the top.
All right,
of the
I know Mark
swimsuit.
will say something different.
I don't think
Give you
so.
a 6.
6.
Stand up
okay.
straight.
I am up straight.
Stick your boobs out, and we'll give you a 6.
6. All right, very good.
Anybody got any funny money?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so Anne-Marie's tabulating the scores now as we speak, Howard. She'll
All
bring them
right,
to me as soon as they're
all you
ready.
boys should hold hands.
Robin, I took a hit on the bathing suit competition.
But everybody did.
I thought for sure that I would come up.
I thought you would come up considerably.
I thought that I was going to be a winner there.
You know, seriously, you sort of have, like you and Fred sort of have like the best body. So you.
I mean, there's such
But they didn't give us any points for that.
But you know what, Howard? I scored the lowest.
Yeah, and you got a huge gut.
I scored the lowest because
Claire, I don't understand how you can say Gary's a 3 and I'm a 4.
Benji took a 4.
There should be a good.
What?
Benji got a 3.
Wait, I get on the microphone.
should
I thought I gave you a 5.
No, you gave me a 4.
Sorry.
Oh, no changing.
There's no. I mean, a 4. I mean,
Claire.
There should be a good 3 or 4 points between you and.
I know. I don't
Benji
get
got
it.
a 3.
8s, and these guys should be
Commercial,
3s.
Howard. You were telling the judges they were
Excuse
doing
me.
perfectly.
Benji got a higher score as I did. Look at Benji's.
I know, they're
physique.
totally out of their minds. Totally out of their
They
minds.
have you almost in a dead heat, undressed.
I know. And do you believe that?
I
I don't think they understood. the
Yeah, Howard. I
competition.
think they think like a 10. I don't know. I don't know who's a 10. It's
No, I don't think any of
who's
us
a
are
10?
10s.
No, I don't think we're
But I
10s.
think if Gary is a 3 in his underwear there, I'm a 9.
It doesn't make.
I'm
any
sorry.
sense.
The guy, at least I don't. A 5 at least.
But you wore long trunks. You didn't give them any leg at all.
Yeah, but look at his upper body. I mean,
my upper body compared to his, I got at least a little bicep.
Howard,
what?
Brad Pitt's like a 5 to them, I'm sure. You know?
I don't know. Judges, I'm shocked at the low score I got on bathing suit.
10 judges.
Yeah.
Jose Solano.
Who?
From Baywatch.
Well, Baywatch.
Somebody knows.
But those are like models. I'm talking about out of us.
A guy who can stay in a gym for 20 hours a day.
That's right. All right. Listen, we have to tally the scores up. I'm afraid that
the contestants are angry.
Jackie is being quiet because he's going to win. He's going to win.
I'm shocked by what's going on as you, but I don't think it's fair to argue with them about.
No, we can't. We can't argue.
It could be close.
All right, who has the results, Gary?
Howard, there's a whole thing going on out there. There's people, there's smoke coming out of people's heads. They're just still putting it together. Hey, guys, would I have done any better in this outfit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you look stupid in your underwear.
I have the final scores.
In fact, you would have done real good based on these judges.
You would have gotten a 9.
I'm calling for a recount.
I have the final score.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Start from the bottom.
Coming in dead last.
Benji.
With a 22.5 is Benji.
Of course. All right. We put Benji in so that none of us would be dead last.
Next, from second from the bottom.
Second from the bottom.
This was the place nobody wanted.
Right.
Goes to John.
Stuttering John. I don't believe it. I think Stuttering John is a much better looking guy than all these guys, including me.
These are the judges.
Can I just say something, judges? I think Stuttering John is better looking than the whole group.
But that's you.
I do. No, you don't
told
agree?
you I never found him particularly attractive.
No. All right. Okay, I was
wrong.
wrong.
You know what? You're an expert in radio. So
fine. I'm just telling you my opinion.
All right.
All right. Go ahead.
Number 3 from the bottom.
Go ahead.
Gary.
I'll take
Gary.
I'll take it. I told you anything to be second from last. I reached my goal. Thank you.
Gary and I should have been tied for dead last. Go ahead.
In the 4th spot.
4th spot.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern,
So that's number 3 overall, right, Robin?
Right. You're number 3.
I fell down in the bathing suit competition. I did.
Number 2 by just half a point better than you.
Yes.
Because you had a 34. Is Fred Norris at 34.5. It was
Right.
at 0.5.
The 0.5. Who gave him the 0.5?
That was
Oh, man.
He tried to take
See, Howard,
I'm calling it a tie for second.
You know what? He tried. You made him give that extra half point.
That's
I did.
right.
I did make him give the extra half point.
So the overall winner
is Jackie.
36.5
is Jackie Marling.
The new Mr. Howard Stern.
Now, judges, I want to ask you something. Judges, are you satisfied with your decision now that you?
Is that the guy you think should win?
Do you think he is the best looking one out of the whole group?
Yeah, absolutely.
You do.
Absolutely.
Judges, you do. Claire, I see you questioning it.
For age.
No.
For everything.
Yeah, but you don't
everything.
take age into. Why are you factoring in age?
Right.
Everything can
He's a great looking
considered.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a great
He's the
looking
best
guy.
looking of the bunch.
Wow, Jackie, you took it, and I am shocked. I am shocked.
Nobody picked you.
Quitting my job and going on tour for a year like America.
Wow. So there it is, judges.
Claire, is Jackie the one you're most attracted to?
Free dirty CDs for everybody.
If you had to pick one guy out of all these guys to
All right, who
sleep
would
with.
you date?
Yeah, who would you date? Who would you date?
Of course.
What is that, Claire?
The fame and the money.
Howard. So why'd you give me such a low score?
Because you said it's on looks alone.
Oh.
Yeah, Howard, you and your money get a lot better looking.
Right. Hey, that's such an insult.
See, you got to keep the money.
Claire, I don't understand. Why would you want to? Why wouldn't you want to sleep with the best looking guy?
You should have made your bathing suit out of $100 bills.
I know.
Same world it was before you got famous, boss.
I swear to God. Jesus, when Jackie beats me, and I said that John would win, that Gary and I would tie for last, that Fred would beat me, and that the only one who wouldn't beat me was Benji.
But see, I think you got right now. I think you got a better body than Fred. If Fred did, lost a little bit of weight and toned up a little bit.
Yeah, so why didn't the points reflect it in the judging?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I look at Gary. Gary got the same points I did in bathing suit competition.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's not fair. They took into consideration Jackie's age. I mean, when you go to
Excuse me, I'm waiting for all the other contestants to congratulate me.
No, did you see Jackie's body when he took off his shirt? I mean, he had boobs.
Jackie does
I know.
have definition.
I mean, who would buy a product? Who would buy Tommy Hilfiger out if you saw Jackie? You'd run from the product.
Oh, please.
Do you think? Wait a second. You're saying that Howard, in his swim trunks, would sell a Tommy Hilfiger product?
I think better than Jackie.
Oh, you're such a liar.
Oh, come on.
You're in love.
Jackie doesn't have a look.
Come on. You don't think Howard has a better body than Jackie?
Well, Jackie's got.
Does the term sore loser come to mind anywhere in here?
Oh, come
What they're
on.
basically saying
That was a gymnast in
that
1962.
if you guys were the last people on Earth, Jackie's the mom.
Well, I'm accepting the judge's decision.
too.
And
I'm
where
accepting it.
Jackie doesn't get, I get.
Right.
So there you go.
There you go.
Congratulations, Flavio.
And I guess if you two guys die, I get to work. What can I say? Judges, I disagree with your decision. I
One
humbly.
more time down the runway, Jackie.
What
Take
are the
off your
prizes?
shirt.
Yeah, Jackie, one more time. Take off your shirt. And did you see his belly button and the protruding stomach?
Yeah, take
I mean,
the shirt
judges,
off,
honest to God, how did he get better grades than I did? I don't get it. I think my face is more attractive than his. I'm sorry. How dare you? Look at Jackie. Look at that.
Oh, Lord. But you know what? Turn around, Jackie.
Jackie looks good from the back.
That's
He's
what I
got
was
like
gonna say.
a good
He's got a
upper
good
body.
back.
He's
Yes.
the firmest.
That's sad.
firmest.
But what about this?
What
I mean, it's firm, but it's fat. It's firm, but it's fat.
All right, get on the microphone.
Winner. He's the winner.
Everyone when we walk.
He's got a nice
Now
belly.
take a breath.
I'm not
He's got a nice stomach.
All right, judges,
Why
I'm
did
going
he
to.
compete?
Well, who's he?
Because I would win.
He'd win.
No, he's all bitter. He really wants to be a model really bad.
Yeah, he
Anyone
does.
in the whole room.
Everybody
Yeah, I
else.
know.
So bitter.
He really.
What am I bitter
Everything's
about?
so bad. And it's
All right, look, judges, I'll abide by your decision. I personally think that this isn't right. This is not right. I don't think
Is
Jackie.
there bad feelings in the
Yeah.
room?
Not for
I don't
me.
mind. I don't mind that I didn't win. I mind that Jackie won.
Nobody ever dreamed that Jackie would win.
Right.
That's a shocker.
So
Jeez, I'm shocked that you're the
room has
best-looking
gone
guy in the
silent.
room.
Yeah. Robin, would you agree? What was your lineup, Robin?
I had Howard first.
Of course.
I think Fred second, Jackie third.
Gary fourth, John fifth, Benji last. Is what you
Yeah.
had.
Right.
In suit and bathing suit, or
Well, I was just giving my general.
All right. Now that you've
It
seen the
was
beauty
before
pageant. Now that you've seen the beauty pageant, Robin, really, who do you think should have won?
I definitely thought you did better in the earlier competition.
Thank you.
You should have scored higher.
Yes.
You really
Overall, though,
scored
Robin.
higher.
But in the-
Overall, do you still hold that I should have won the
Yes,
competition?
absolutely.
Was it-
Yeah.
But in the second competition, how did you think he did?
The
'Cause you should have
second
qualified.
competition, I thought he had a better body than Fred's, which was surprising to me.
Right.
And so I thought he did well.
So I should have won that.
Yeah.
I don't get how I didn't take this thing. I think the judges were biased against me.
If you were going to do a photo
I'm
shoot,
claiming bias.
if you were going to do a photo shoot for GQ with some nice hip clothes, who would you put in them?
All of us.
Do I have to pick from this room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pick one of
Yes.
the guys.
Come on. Be
First and
honest.
second. First and second.
Oh, man.
Come on, Mark.
You
Tell
know,
the
like
truth.
some happening new stuff. You know, like
Who are you going to put in
GQ.
the clothes?
Who am I going to put in the club?
I think you just got to accept the judge's decision.
No, but,
I'm just
but
curious.
this is a good question because Mark is there's smoke coming out.
We've been doing this the whole time. What's wrong with you?
It's over. It's over. You have to go with Jackie.
Especially if you're going to show his legs. Jackie's the only one with any leg muscles here.
Hold it a second. I'm coming back out to you. I have the best leg
Pole
muscles.
vaulter, gymnast,
My legs.
soccer.
Hold it a second. I'm coming around.
I saw your legs, Howard.
Hold it a second.
Wouldn't you want Fred or Howard because they're kind of tall and?
Hold it a second.
Look at those leg muscles.
Everybody stand aside. Hold it a second. Come on, look at these. Come on, look at that. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about.
Calf?
I got right here.
Oh, your calf.
Right there.
Yeah,
There
now
it is.
you're showing it.
Feel that. Feel
Look
that.
at that.
Come on, feel
Get
that.
out of here. Get out of here.
Jackie does have better legs.
Look at
Howard.
that. He's got legs like Charles Atlas.
I don't
Looks
know.
like Christine Atlas.
I like a long, thin body. I don't know what's
Right.
wrong with the judges.
And believe me, so do the judges. And you heard Claire said she would sleep with me. And I think you two guys would too. And that's the end of it. All right, listen.
we were all brave.
All right, listen. Jackie is the winner. Jackie, congratulations. You are the best-looking guy in the show.
Nothing, but
Congratulations.
Well, believe me, he wins a lot. He could put up on that
Bragging
dopey,
rights.
website of his, winner of the beauty
Nancy's
pageant.
working
I
on it
promise
now.
I will not.
Fred, you are the runner-up. Should anything happen to our queen for the day?
And it probably will because he's 65 years old.
That's right. And then somehow I ended up third. All right. Well, what? And the rest of you are real losers.
Wait, Robin, how many points separated me and Howard?
you had like a 28, so you were pretty far down there.
And what did Howard have?
He had a 34.
See, I think I blew it. I should have worn these in the swimsuit competition.
Yeah.
I would have got another 3 points, maybe.
I think maybe.
I would have gotten a 4,
Bad
maybe.
advice.
David says no.
Bad advice.
Nothing nothing would have helped you.
Hey, Howard.
Mark, too. Yes.
Good to know.
Your ego is kind of shot. Maybe you're going to have a scores party, too.
Yeah, we might have to call
recover.
Lonnie. Yeah, the girls have to tell me how good looking I am. All right, we're going to take a. Imagine in this group of losers, I came in third. That's pretty sad. That's pretty damn sad. I want to thank our judges, though. They did the best they could under very adverse conditions.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, the lights were on.
Had they had more time, to think, I think they would change their opinion.
I think so.
Benji has to say something real quick.
Thanks to 𝗵𝗲 for spying with the scuba. They said it was very hard to get into a fat guy into it, but they.
All right. Well, good. It would have been better if you were in your underwear. I want to thank Claire Harth, editor-in-chief of Playgirl magazine. Playgirl magazine doing well? Mm-hmm. You know, I always thought that would fold. I really did.
Yeah, I was surprised it survived.
Is the magazine read more by gay men or by women?
Women.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say like 70-30.
Yeah. My sister likes it.
Yeah?
Yeah, she loves seeing guys nude.
Wow.
Do you know how they always say chicks don't like to see guys nude? They love it. They do it.
Do you guys do celebrities in there? Have you ever done celebrities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who's the last celebrity you did?
We just had Cameron. You mean totally nude?
Yeah.
We do like profile celebrity guys dressed all the time.
No, I meant naked.
Full frontal.
Full frontal.
No, yeah, they don't get
It's
that.
hard to get some real star to go nude and show his penis.
I've got Howard. You're going to be interested in my shot of you.
Really?
For this upcoming issue, yeah.
Oh, you're already in the magazine, but you don't win the contest.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Great.
we gave him a body.
You did.
Cut and paste. Cut and paste.
David, good luck with your job with Click. For 10 years, you've been the main men's booker for Click Modeling Agency. Thanks for coming in here and being such a good sport. And also Mark Adams, GQ Magazine. GQ Magazine doing well?
Extremely.
It is. I still say you were off on your judging. But
What is
okay.
he doing? He doesn't pick the pictures. I knew it.
Yeah, can I get Jackie's card on the way out?
Yes, you can. Jackie's available for any kind of modeling gigs for you three. All right. Anyway, we got to take a break. Thanks to all of our judges, even though you were dead wrong. I thought in bathing suit.
Thank you. You'll never be
I
back.
thought you'd zoom ahead.
You want to know
Really
something? I really did great in the clothing competition, and then bathing suit, I just said I'm going to take off. If Gary got a 3, I said I'm good for at least a 5.
Right.
And no one gave me a 5. They gave me 4.
gave you a 6.
You did. But Claire said she wanted to give me a 5, and you gave me a 4.
Mark
Right.
gave Jackie a 7. That's what did it.
Jackie.
But could I say something? Can I say something? Claire wanted to give me a 5,
And she didn't.
and she didn't. And that, in my mind, if I had a point, I would have beaten Fred and tied Jackie.
You would have been just below Jackie.
Right.
And you would have been number 2 in the competition.
So here you hear already how these beauty pageants are rigged.
I tell you.
All right?
Next year we have to do it again. Everybody work for a year.
I'm out of here. No more beauty pageants. We'll be back right.
Jackie might be dead in a year.
Yeah, Howard, you'll have a chance if I die.
Right.
I'm number 1.
Yeah, we'll be back right after these words.
How was judging? Did you guys feel like you did a good job and everything was fair?
No.
No, you guys didn't feel like.
I think we made the right decision.
I think we were entirely.
They were all brave to do it. It is the middle of winter, and
But there were some surprises. I mean, for a bunch of 40-something-year-old guys, they're actually in pretty good shape.
All of them, pretty much?
Not all of them.
Was it tough to judge, or was some people like really low and were obviously not gonna win?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously at least one ringer.
One to make them feel good?
Fury, beyond the haircut, wasn't going to do too well. But, I don't know, a good group.
All in all, not bad.
Yeah, but we picked the right person.
You think you picked the right? Yeah, you guys don't want to change your decision or anything now?
No.
Thinking back on it?
We stand by our verdict.
Why was Jackie the best looking one?
It's just his face could sell something, clothes or
and he's in the best shape too.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys have soft bodies.
Yeah.
And why was Howard not?
Hardest.
He's just not that handsome.
Like face wise, you mean? What's wrong with
He's
it?
okay. No, I'm sorry.
No. I don't know. He just doesn't have it.
He just
Whatever
doesn't.
it is.
He just doesn't have it.
Jackie has it. Howard doesn't.
He's just not a model. He's a cool-looking guy. He's just not a model, though.
See, I think Howard's handsome, but I think it grows on you. Like I didn't when I first saw him, but his personality. But we
He has
weren't allowed to
magnetism.
consider personality or charisma, so I had to give the scores like that.
All right, well, you guys did a good job. Do you feel like you were too light on the guys, that you really wanted to like lay into them a little bit, but you just didn't? You were nervous or anything? Is there anything you want to say now as like a sort of final comment to them?
The bitter one who wasn't in the contest.
Oh my
He
God.
wanted to be a model so bad. He wanted
he's like beating
so much
everyone up.
attention.
Which one was that?
What's it?
Ralph?
Yeah, what's
The
it?
fellow
He's
with
like, they got in a fight.
too much product in his hair.
He got into a fight.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think of him?
Oh, he's so bitter. That one.
Why? What do you?
Oh,
what-
he's so difficult already, making demands, nasty the whole time. It's like,
All right, what do you think of him if you had to rate him?
5.
A 5? What about you guys?
Give him a 5. Maybe 2 because of the attitude. That would kill him a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see him with his shirt off, but he definitely was pissed.
He was pissed, but but what looks wise? What'd you think of him?
5, 6.
All right. 5, 6.
Yeah,
he was
no,
not
he
bad.
was okay.
But his personality really blew it for him.
Yeah.
So John, do you feel that the judging was fair?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What place did you come in?
Second to last?
And you felt that was right. That was your position.
No, definitely not.
Who do you think you should have beat?
Gary.
You think you should have beat Gary? Why?
This is just my opinion.
But why? What on you is better than him?
Ganji, I'm not going to put Gary down. I just you asked me where I thought I'd place, and I thought I'd beat Gary.
Like so are you disappointed at all?
No.
No, not at all.
No, I'm not planning to have sex with any of those people.
So it's not you don't feel bad that the only person you really beat was Benji and he was just a joke?
I'm just glad I beat Benji.
So Benji, you're a little disappointed that you came in last?
Well, my main disappointment is I wish someone had noticed I have nice eyes. I wish they just said something like, he's a heavy guy, but he has really nice eyes and stuff. So I was disappointed about that. But otherwise, I know I gotta lose weight and everything. But I wonder, what I would be really wondering if people can see that, if they thought potentially he was up there in Jackie's level.
Now, did you agree with a lot of their critiques of you? Really heavy.
Heavy, yeah, I agreed with.
Too much gel.
Yeah. You know what? The gel was like a last-minute choice. It's not my typical choice and everything, but that's what. Yeah, I agree with that and everything. Yeah. I'm not a gel guy.
So overall, you're not disappointed that you came in last.
Sorry. I was kind of hoping that somehow I could have not come in next to last, but I was scared that everyone might get really mad, because I think people would have freaked out if I didn't come in last and everything. But I was kind of hoping that there might be something like swimsuit. I think I tied a couple guys and everything. So.
So you feel that you're okay with your placement?
I guess so, man. But I'm starting to feel since I've been here, I used to think I was heavy but decent looking, and so I'm starting to think maybe I just really am a really ugly guy and everything. But I don't know if I'm just jokey about it or if it really bothers me or if I'm just accepting it. I don't know.
I am thrilled, and I called home, and my wife said she was not surprised that she knew I was going to win.
Really? Did you think you were going to win?
No, I absolutely didn't. But you know what? I had no idea what was going to go on, because who knew?
How shocked were you that you actually won?
Pretty shocked. I thought Fred was going to win because he's tall and thin and good looking, and he looks like a model.
What do you think threw it over the edge for you?
The one guy that gave me a 7 on my body, which was overly coming because I got hurt, which was very generous. I mean, the judging was so weird, it really was. But I don't think it was that crazy up, between me and Howard and Fred or whatever. But it's so unfair that Gary and Benji were the same. It was goofy. It was perfect. It was perfect Howard Stern show stuff.
What did that guy say about my outfit today? Something about, I didn't know you could get a double-breasted Nehru jacket, right?
They were quite cute, those people.
Oh, the guy with the glasses was right. I mean, when he came out of the closet, it was just fucking phenomenal.
Hey, Freddie, actually, give me 2 seconds before you...
No, I'm not giving you anything. You
Freddie,
don't
come on.
deserve anything.
Freddie, come on.
No.
Freddie, why don't you talk to me? Fred, come on. Talk to me real quick. Freddie, just talk to me real quick. I just wanted to find out your reaction to your placement in today's competition.
Howard Stern.
Gotta get in a band. I'm wasting my time here. Boy, they are good. Green Day. They are just good. Man. I was just listening to that. So was Chris Rock. A very good open to the show there, Fred. Chris Rock, he's a funny dude, man. He gets it all.
That bit is great.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
I take care of my kids.
You bet you do, buddy. Hey, big show for you today. The survivors, Jenna and Rob, are coming in. We tried to get the deaf chick, but it was a whole rigmarole. She needs an interpreter. And I don't know. She seemed to do fine on Survivor. She seemed to understand everybody. She could have come in here. But we would have gotten her an interpreter. I don't know what happened. We had an interpreter who works here in the studio, Benji. I said, Benji, just sit there and make a bunch of hands. Say, an interpreter. Trinity, the porn star who wouldn't sleep with the black guy, is going to be on the phone. We'll get to talk to her. Jimmy Kimmel's going to stop by at 8 o'clock.
Well, that's funny. Yesterday, Sarah was here.
Sarah, his girlfriend, was here.
They couldn't come in together.
No, you know what? Who wants to buy into that? They're not going to be together that much longer.
Oh, you've determined?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah?
She's pretty intense.
So you think it can't possibly last?
No. No. She's the rebound chick. He should have dated a few chicks before he went to her.
Well, not if she's the rebound chick. She's the perfect one to date if she's the rebound chick.
So there you go.
You don't think you got anything before her?
No. I know he didn't. I know Jimmy. I've talked to him off the air. She's the transition poontang. Trust me on that.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. You never know.
Sometimes the transition chick looks like a transition chick when she's not.
Right.
She's
there you go.
She's all chicks in one.
It's all about the poontang. Ooh, you sweet thing, how about a little poontang? Ooh, you sweet thing, how about a little poontang? My agent called me last night. I didn't get to speak to him, but he said that me and my man Roger are in business, and we're going to go and we're on the first step to getting this record done.
The negotiations are going well?
It's not even a negotiation. We both want to work together, so it's simple, you know. It's not even a hassle, so we're going to get it done.
Good for you.
Yeah, I love this guy. I can't wait to put him on a label. Ooh, sweet thing, how about a little poontang? I've been avoiding playing it every day because they go around singing it. Thing, how about a little poontang? Ooh, sweet thing, how about a little poontang?
And don't you sometimes you don't know what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't even.
You're singing, and all of a sudden you realize people are looking at you.
Yep. Can't wait to hear Casey Kasem taking poontang requests. Coming in at number 1, poontang.
Do you think it'll be a long-distance dedication?
It's going out to my first wife. Ooh, you sweet thing, how about just a little poontang? Ooh, sweet thing, how about a little poontang? It's funny, Chris Rock was saying, you know, when you go to court with your ex-wife, she says, hey, I've grown accustomed to a certain style of life. And he said, well, what about what I become accustomed to? This girl owes me some poontang. You know, well, I've been getting laid 4 times a week, so how about that?
There's the lie. You know you haven't when you leave it.
That's true.
What about the man's accustomed to? What about what the man's accustomed to?
It's real weird, too, knowing him in real life, because he doesn't talk like that at all.
He's very subdued compared to that on stage. Yeah.
But if he gets on stage, he's got a persona he puts on. It's good.
Oh, it's great.
Speaking of personas, you know, the major story in the newspaper today, besides Al-Qaeda blowing up some of our soldiers over in Saudi Arabia.
Scumbags.
Yeah, the scumbags, 𝗧𝗵𝗲. But, 𝗧𝗵𝗲. No, really, I mean, just the 𝗧𝗵𝗲s.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This Al-Qaeda. President Bush has got to just keep up with the heat. Keep going. Now is the time to attack Saudi Arabia. That'll take a day. They have absolutely no backbone. Just clear them all out. Clear out all those princes and kings and whoever's over there. And take that over, too. Let's change up governments. Let Artie be president of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Thank you. I accept your nomination.
Anyway,
Artie, Mr. Transition Government.
Yeah, Transition Commission. Let him run the whole thing. He'll teach those people how to live. So, I don't know. So,
what's this
the
story?
major story in the paper was that Ray Romano just signed for another season. Everybody Loves Raymond. For an additional $40 million a season. He's getting $1.8 million an episode. And which sounds like a lot of money, doesn't it? But what you don't know is the $40 million is chump change. Because when I was at NATPE a couple of years ago, where they syndicate these television shows, they were talking about each market ponying up, hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm talking about the major markets. He gets like $250 million a year.
Just off of the syndication.
Just off the syndication? Right. $40 million's nothing.
It's tip money.
That's just,
It's tip money.
Yeah.
Right. That's walking around money.
Yeah.
A little scratch for the weekend.
Pocket change.
And Artie was telling me a great story. When Artie was his first year on Mad TV, he was doing stand-up as well. Artie did both. Mm-hmm. And Artie said, what club are you at?
This was at the old Catch a Rising Star on 28th Street. This would have been like the summer of '96 before Romano's show started. We worked there together. And it was the only time I ever worked with him. He's a really, really nice guy, but he was asking me about television. He's like, do you like doing TV? And I was all curious because I was on a TV show. And that night I made about $100, and he probably made like $350, $400.
Right.
And now I'm looking at the $40 million being his tip money. And I'm going, good for him.
That
pretty amazing.
discrepancy still exists between your salaries.
Yeah, exactly. This weekend I'll be back at a club, and he'll be in the Bahamas.
Yeah, but you're getting $300 a week now, let's be honest.
No, well, thank God I make a little more.
Right. So, it's pretty amazing when you meet someone back then, and they describe in the newspaper. By the way, I don't know anyone who's ever seen this show or watched this show except for Allison Norris, Fred's wife.
Really? She watches it?
Yeah, she watches it.
I read.
But everyone I always talk to says, I've never watched Everybody Loves Raymond, and the show, evidently, there must be something to it. I mean, it must be funny.
I wonder, because every time I see it, I have to change the channel.
Me too.
That's what it invokes.
I have absolutely no interest in watching it. But the funny thing with him is that he was doing stand-up, and he appeared on the original Johnny Carson show. He got to do a shot on Johnny Carson, and then eventually got to do... What is the new sound in here today? Did somebody mess with my equipment? You hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, boys?
Being distracted.
Oh, boy. I'll work it out in the commercial. I'm not going to start yelling and complaining, because if I get one more email saying I'm a whiner, I'm going to explode. I'm sorry. It's hard every day when the sound is different. But anyway, there's something clearly going on in here. Anyway, so he went on the original Tonight Show, Johnny Carson show, did a little shot on there. And then got to go on the Jay Leno show when Jay took over. Mm-hmm. But his big break came when he went and did the David Letterman show. Right. Dave was so taken with him, and so was the executive producer at the time, Rob Burnett, or whatever his name is, that they signed him to a development deal, Worldwide Pants.
Oh, so they're involved with Everybody Loves
It's a Letterman show, yeah.
They own it, yeah.
Yeah, they own it, yeah.
Bottom.
So Dave gets some of that script.
He gets some of it. You know what? Letterman doesn't have much to do with it. That production company of his is really run by his former executive producer. I always thought Dave had more to do with it. But he found a guy who runs the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's his company. So his company gets money?
His company gets money, yeah. But
Bottom.
I'm not sure how much his company gets. I got to look into that. Because I've heard different things about it, that it's not as lucrative for Letterman as you'd think it would be. What's going on with the sound in here today?
Yeah, I'm hearing click, click, click. What is that?
It's almost like there's an open headphones or an open speaker. Wait a second. Hello? Check. Hello? Hello? Testing. 1, 2. Hello? There's something going on.
Testing.
Of course, at this point, you think the engineer would come running down here.
Oh, no.
I don't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Check the green type of tube. It opens and closes.
Test whether this is operating. Thank you.
My engineer.
Thank you.
My engineer just came in scratching his bald head.
Thank you.
Do you hear it, Scott?
Thank you.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Was anything done in here yesterday? I would guess there was.
Thank you.
Is that right?
The only thing we did for you was give you new headphones.
You gave me new headphones.
Yes.
You know, I'm thinking, wait, what?
We gave you new headphones.
All right, now I'm thinking maybe if I turn off these mics, are those headphones open over there?
Yes.
Okay, that's the problem. I said it was open headphones. That's your problem. You got to keep those down.
Thank you.
Now it should be okay.
Thank you.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Music the way you want it.
My dad has a good sense of humor because I saw him yesterday, and he said to me,
thank you.
I was laughing very hard when you did that routine about us going to dinner the other night. He said, but why do you put on that accent? I don't have an accent.
He doesn't hear it.
He goes, it's not Ralph. He makes fun of me. I go, Dad, you've got some sort of weird accent, especially when you get all official.
Thank you.
The quality.
The quality.
And a green
type of tube. He goes, I do? I go, you do. You have some. I said, you grew up on the Lower East Side. You had immigrant parents who didn't speak any English. You picked up some sort of weird...
And apparently you can't hear anybody else.
Right.
You kept it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is a green type of tube.
Testing. 1, 2. Now, we are now testing this out for proper modulation.
1, 2.
When you record.
All right.
As you will know.
As you will know. Hey, where's my breakfast? Where's KC? What's going on? Why is everything breaking down? Why is the system broken today? Why are you all breaking me down? What happened? I was sitting here waiting to eat.
Yeah, no, we know that. We're on top of it.
What happened?
Casey overslept, and we just sent somebody out to get your breakfast about 5 minutes ago.
Complete breakdown.
You know what happens is, like, he gets here so late that even at 6:03, I still don't know he's late.
No, I knew. I could tell.
So it'll be here by the time he finishes break.
Yeah, but when am I finishing the break?
I don't know. If you
So how would you know that my breakfast will be here when I'm finishing the break if you don't know when I'm finishing the break? What if I break now? Would it be here?
No, I'm being positive.
Okay. I'm just telling you that you can possibly know that my breakfast will be here when I finish the break. I'm going to keep talking till my breakfast gets here, and I'll tell you why. Because what happened is I'll take a break, the breakfast will come in here, and it'll be ice cold otherwise. I'm sick of it. I can't get anybody to pick up, and I can't get this KC to get here on time.
What's his deal that he's got to be late? What's keeping him awake nights?
I'd make my own breakfast, but there's no time. Is there a stove back there in that kitchen?
No.
Because I'll bring some oatmeal in and make it for myself or something. I mean...
There's nothing back there.
It's such a complicated thing. It's a breakfast.
I mean, it's hard to... It's a room with a refrigerator and a sink, but it's not a kitchen.
All right, leave. You're annoying me. You annoy me. You really... He annoys me first thing in the morning.
You know what? I really am your, like, punching bag.
Yeah.
When you're mad, I'm the first person to hit.
Well, you're the producer. Who am I gonna hit? I can't hit Fred. He'll hurt me.
But I also think it's when you haven't been with him in a long time.
Yeah.
You build up a callus,
Yeah.
and he goes away on vacation.
I do love Gary. It's just the first thing in the morning. It's very jarring to see him. Right? Am I right? Come on, tell me. It's jarring.
I can't agree with you.
It's disturbing. I love Gary, though. He's a great guy. He is. He's a great guy, and I want to make sure everyone understands that.
Where's my breakfast? What about what I'm accustomed to? What about the man's accustomed to?
No, every day I order this egg whites.
Yeah.
So I go, it comes, but I'm on the air, and then it's ice cold. I never eat it.
Oh, really?
Did you ever try to eat ice cold egg whites?
No, I haven't, but I didn't
gross.
realize you were rejecting it every day.
I actually never tried to eat hot egg whites.
Oh, it's gross as it is.
Yeah.
It's just gross. I tell you what, I can't lose weight. I am not into it anymore. I weigh 203 pounds. I need to lose 10 pounds, and I can't do it. Cannot do it.
Is it 10 or 15? It's 10?
I'll settle for 10. It's really 15.
Oh, so now you're compromising.
Yeah, I'll take 5. I don't understand what happened to my body. I used to be able to lose weight. I can't.
What are you doing? You're not working out on a regular basis?
I'm working out. I'm out there. I'm doing my thing.
Have you cut the calories?
I thought I had. I guess not. Maybe because I go out to dinner every night. Maybe it's too fattening.
Not aware of what calories you're taking in.
I had stir fry last night, but, you know, they do put sauce on it.
And oil in the stir fry?
But I'm hungry. I'm sick of worried about it. But, boy, I can't fit into my pants.
What pants are you? Your pants are baggy.
I got a couple of pants. That's the ones you see. The ones I want to wear, I can't.
Oh, dear.
I'm heavy.
And I don't like being heavy. Depresses me. You know? I got to get rid of my belly.
Well, maybe you better stay home and cook in the evening.
All right. All right. I'm going to do it. You're right. No more eating out.
You know what I've tried to do before with this schedule is just eat a lunch and then try not to eat at all until you fall asleep because you'll get tired before you get hungry. But whenever I do that, I wake up at 1 a.m. and I got to eat something.
Artie, no offense, I'll never take dieting advice from you.
Because I'm, like, imagining what he shoveled in at lunchtime.
Yeah.
To make sure he doesn't get hungry at night.
It's just so wrong. I mean, imagine Artie telling us his philosophy on what to eat.
What I do is, it's called carbo loading.
Oh, boy.
He carbo loads.
At lunch, and then I just try not to eat the rest of the day, but then I go to bed hungry at 8, and I wake up and I have to eat something.
Ralph was telling me how my eating is psychological. I go, you know what, Ralph? You don't work. Yeah. You don't need to eat. Like, you could stay up all night even if you're hungry.
Right.
I said, I actually work and have to be on a schedule and get to bed by 8 o'clock. So, yeah, I don't want to get diet advice from you either.
Shut up! You're going to take it from a guy who doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, sure, he doesn't have to eat. There's nothing. He sits around all day.
That's right. He can regulate himself up the wazoo.
He goes, I go, yeah, it's very hard for me to fall asleep at 8 o'clock at night if I'm hungry. And he goes, well, just stay up. And I go, well, I don't have that option.
Oh, shut up, you bitch.
Here's the solution.
Just stay up.
Stop working.
Yeah, you worry too much about sleep. And, you know, I'm like, well, okay. I guess if I did somebody's laundry once a week, I would, and that was my job, I would.
You could stay up.
He claims he works more than I give him credit for because he has to go out and shop for my clothes.
Oh.
But I notice that all the clothes I have are either sent to me for free from sponsors or people who want to see me wear their crap, or I notice all of the stores he goes to are the 3 stores that are downstairs from my apartment.
Is that right? He doesn't even make any special trips.
Yeah.
Didn't he tell you he needed a week of rest after Vegas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. You're kidding.
Yeah. He told me he was burnt out. He said he slept for days when he got back from Vegas.
So he couldn't help you. He was tired.
He was mean. Yeah. I sent him a note saying, come early in the morning and unpack the clothes and get them ready for E. He showed up at my apartment at 2 o'clock when I'm there. I said, just come in the morning. When I say morning, like 9 o'clock when I'm not there, do everything and leave. I don't want to see you.
Before you get home.
He can't do it. He can't do it.
What a total fag.
You ever meet people who won't do what you tell them to do?
Around here all the time.
Right. I was so bummed out about Steve Kingston, our program director here in New York, leaving the station and going across the street to program.
Has it already happened? Is he gone?
It's gone already.
Wow.
I called Scott Herman yesterday. You know who he is? They got so many layers of management around here, I can't even keep track. It turns out Scott Herman runs WINS, the news station, and now he's running WNEW. But I think he also, like, is in charge of Tom now. Like, there's all kinds of layers of people. Then there's a head of programming, Andy Schoen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a whole thing going on.
What does he do? I mean, is he in charge of every programmer of every station Infinity owns?
I think so, because I called up and I said, Scott, I don't know what's going on in the company. You heard about this, Gary? Did you know I called Scott Herman?
No. But I was going to try to explain the layers of management. All
right, go ahead, explain it.
Okay, I think that the country is now divided into 4 sections. The West, the East, the South, and whatever. So that's
whatever those sections are.
There's 4 group leaders. In other words, there's the guys in charge of stations in L.A. or California, whatever. Then those group leaders answer to
Andy,
who answers to John Sykes.
Oh.
And then there's a bunch of other guys in the middle on Andy.
John Sykes is the guy I know, right?
Right. John Sykes is the head of the company.
I see him. I always forget what he looks like.
But then there's a bunch of guys on Andy's level who do a bunch of other stuff that I'm not sure what they do. There's a guy named David Goodman who's, like, in charge of marketing, I think.
There's a marketing guy.
And then, but...
I know some guy just got fired, but I don't know why.
You know, it was funny. It used to be Mel and then Fareed. Now there's like 100 guys.
Oh, there's 100 guys. So I was upset because our program director here, Steve, I have a relationship with him and I like him. I was instrumental in bringing him here. I was asked a lot about who I thought was a good programmer. I thought Steve was a good programmer. And I think Steve has done his best to deal with Tom, our general manager, and really get in there and say, come on, Tom, you got to loosen up. You got to spend some money here. And it hasn't been easy. My breakfast has arrived. Well, bring it in. And I'll break. That's all. So I was kind of bummed out because I think the station here in New York has been running fine. And I think if they're disappointed in any kind of... thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Who's that, Will?
Yeah, he's doing a little dance back there.
Will. All he did was bring him breakfast. He didn't do anything great. Acting like he's taking the victory walk. Just won the NBA playoffs.
He's a college all-star.
I have breakfast.
Coming in with the breakfast, Will, yes. Lays down the egg whites, yes.
Now, I'm going to take a chance of getting thrown out of here.
Right.
But shouldn't you eat now? Shouldn't you break?
I'm going to eat now. I'll tell you about my conversation with Scott. All right, I'll take a break.
Get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
Are you going to talk to me during my breakfast?
I'll try not
That's the worst. I'm trying to eat, and Baba Booey stands over me and starts handing me things.
Robin, he gives me... Do we talk at night? No. We try to communicate on the computer.
No, but just give me 5 minutes to eat.
But that 5 minutes is the only 5 minutes till the show starts.
All right.
Then the show starts, and you go, why did you give me that?
Yeah, why don't you give me that?
Because you read.
Breakfast takes 2 minutes.
Give him 2.
I need a middleman like John Sykes to handle Gary. All right, listen, let me take a break. When we come back, we'll continue all of this right after these words.
Stuttering John with Yogi Berra.
Hi, Yogi. Hi, can I ask a couple of questions? What's that? For WXOK Radio? Do you have any questions? Can I ask you a question?
Want me?
Yeah.
What question you want me to ask?
No, I'm going to ask you. Okay. Did you ever see Mickey Mantle throw up?
No, never have.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow. How about, did anybody ever get laid in the dugout?
Laid in the dugout?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
Sorry.
That's where you are?
You're on the air.
Hello, white people.
Live in New York City.
Celebrities, raconteurs, sleazebags, weirdos, lots of lesbians.
All right. Thank you. Hey, now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, now.
I didn't watch it last night. It said in the paper today that Katie Couric hosted the Tonight Show last night and Jay Leno hosted the Today Show.
Did he host the Today Show yesterday, or is he hosting
Yesterday.
it this morning?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, he did it already.
Okay.
He interviewed Colin. Like, who cares? And I still maintain the only reason Jay agreed to do it is because Dave had guest hosts. It's the first time Jay's had a guest host. As soon as Letterman has a guest host, it's a weird thing with those two. It seems to me that Dave is the innovator there. You know what I mean? But Jay gets all the ratings. Weird.
What are you going to do?
But why stop with the Today Show? Why doesn't Jay just go out and host all the NBC shows?
News.
Do Friends and let David Schwimmer host Friends and switch off.
He should take a Tom Brokaw's spot.
That's all.
And then give Tom his spot.
They do every show on NBC. You know, they should have gone all the way, too. Katie should have gone home to Mavis after the show.
And he should have gone with her kids and had to take them to school. And
That's right. They could exchange lives for a week.
Now, that would have been interesting.
Got a lot of email yesterday. 40% of the people love Sarah Silverman. Funny as hell, have her on any time. Why didn't Howard invite her to stick around for the news? And then 60% hated Sarah Silverman.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Get this filthy Sarah Silverman off the air. She must be the most annoying bitch I've ever heard in my life. She sounds like Bobcat effing Goldthwait. And I haven't laughed once. She's a effing comedian? I'd rather watch that retarded Jimmy Kimmel show than listen to this whoremonger.
Wow.
Here's another one. Please get her off the air. I turned off my radio for a while to see if you get her off the air. Whatever that means. Can you get Howard to repeat the part where Sarah kept repeating the word treat? He said she had a weird pronunciation. Okay, so it was mixed. Some people liked Sarah, some didn't. But that's, true of everyone. It's true of all of us.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Actually, 60-40, you're doing very good.
Some people said that Gary is pussy whipped, Baba Booey. How humiliating for Gary to have to admit that his wife wears the pants in their house. I would love to hear Mary's opinion on this topic.
Hey, now.
How does she feel when the whole nation knows that her husband is pussy whipped? I love when this topic comes up. It just amazes me. Other people thought I was too mean. 90% said Howard is messed up and should leave Gary alone. Howard, leave Gary alone just because he's a real father or doesn't want to end up like your father who never paid attention to you. And now you know no other way to live but the life your father showed you. Here's another one. You just don't get it. Gary's a good father and husband. You weren't. That's why you're divorced. You can't babysit your own kids. Here's another one. You guys really pissed me off this morning. The point you guys are sorely missing is that Gary enjoys spending time with his children, something Howard and that total moron Stuttering John refused to admit on air. And I can't even believe Howard really admits how selfish he was in his own defunct marriage. Ugh. I love Howard and usually see his point of view, but you guys are way off base today. Stop badgering Gary. Here's another one. Howard is a horrible father. His father was a horrible father. Some people actually enjoy spending time with their kids. Here's another one. Howard and Stuttering John are just human ATM machines. And John isn't much of one. He's way cheap. My husband and I laugh at how stupid Susanna must be for being such a doormat. While she didn't even feel she could buy a winter coat for herself with John's money.
I was going to say, if John's an ATM machine, someone call a mechanic.
John sounds like a nightmare to live with. She still rubs his back even though his ass stinks up the room. Yikes. To sum up, Howard sees his kids as a drag, and so does John. Your kids might not even have to go to therapy to figure out why their father was such a jerk to them growing up. I purposely read all these emails because, A, I spent tons of time with my kids. My point to Gary was, listen, I'm a guy who went home every day at 11 o'clock, and, yeah, I had a lot of work to do. Don't get me wrong. I was the sole support of my family. But as far as being there, I was with my kids from the time they got home from school to the time I went to bed, which about 8 or 9 o'clock. And I was there with the kids and spent lots of time with them, had a lot of good times, but I didn't sit there and not get help from my wife. I wasn't going to do that. I demanded it. I was busy doing 2 jobs then. I had to work. I had to make a living.
You didn't go home and do chores.
No, absolutely not. That's my point.
That's what the whole point is. They're saying because Gary gets intimately involved, he actually has things that he has to do for his kids. He's a better father.
Yeah, he's not. Gary acts as the nanny. I mean, that's my point. He's cooking all the meals. His wife could be doing these things.
He's doing all the carpooling.
In fact, if anything, she's keeping him away from his kids. He's so busy doing chores.
No, that's what they consider parenting, when you're doing chores for the kids.
I sat there and talked with the kids. I would watch their shows and plays and things they do in the house, would be around. What this guy goes home and does is puts in a full day of ladies' work.
I cook one meal this month, and you say, and suddenly I'm cooking all the meals.
I'm sorry. I'm using that as an example, but there was a lot that you do at home that are chores that your wife should be doing because you're out working.
Like I take my kids to lacrosse, I take them to baseball. Those are chores?
No, that's fun stuff. That's not the bad stuff.
But that's what you guys were good for.
I took my daughters to karate. I took my daughters all over the place, to friends' homes for play dates. It was my pleasure to do that as a father.
But you goof on me even
But No, you have
out shopping. You're doing everything.
You're doing all the chores of the household. Your wife should be doing them, and you know it.
A bunch of them.
Sometimes, and sometimes she yells at you. My wife, I never got up early while my wife slept in bed. I wasn't doing that. I woke up every morning at 4 o'clock when I lived on Long Island. I wasn't getting up Saturday morning or Sunday morning. It wasn't going to happen.
The other thing is that if she was going to not do her job, she made sure she had a replacement for the person.
That's the way it goes.
Her job. Gary's the replacement.
Yeah. You're the guy who gets up. Hey, Saturday morning, you got to be up at the crack of dawn to get the kids together.
Can I ask a question? And I'm not deflecting here, but I'm curious for Fred. Fred, what's your level of involvement now that you're a father?
I'll give you my Saturday morning. My Saturday morning was I went to the gym and I took a motorcycle ride.
Yes, because the guy...
So what was your Sunday morning?
No. I didn't get up Sunday morning. I mean, I get up at 7 because I normally get up, but my wife got up at 6:45 to feed the baby.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just checking.
Your old man sat there and did all these chores?
I told you the greatest story ever was when Jackson was first born, we went to my in-laws' house, and it was like a Sunday morning, and I was up with Jackson at like 7 in the morning. My father-in-law got up at 8 o'clock, and he just woke up and goes, what are you doing?
It's as if you're speaking a foreign language.
See, you confuse everyone, Gary.
He's just throwing off the whole system.
My father-in-law, he goes...
I mean, if Mary was the type who was a big earner and was out there, paying for the house and everything, and you were sitting home on your ass, I'd tell you to get up and start taking care of the kids. But, I love my kids, and I spent a lot of time with my kids. But, I was home all the time. But I wasn't running around like a chicken with his head cut off, hopping to every time my wife told me to do something.
You know what? Here's another
I remember when Emily was first born. I came home one day, and my wife said to me, you have to go food shopping. I said, it's not going to happen. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's as if you're speaking a foreign language to me. I'm not going any food. She said, well, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to go upstairs and work and earn money for this family. And then if I get tired, because I've been doing it all morning, I'm going to rest.
It is odd. When my old man got home from climbing roofs all day, he would sit there and eat a veal and pepper sandwich with his eyes closed. And we were not allowed to talk.
That's right.
My mother would make him a nice sandwich, and he would eat it, and he would have his eyes closed.
The kids talk through your meal?
Of course. I actually remember one of the biggest arguments that you and Allison ever had.
Right.
Which I thought was funny, which was telling. You went to play tennis with a bunch of friends.
Right.
And she called you and said, when are you coming home? And you're like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah, because it becomes a habit.
You got to break that early.
I had 5 minutes of... I didn't get to do anything all week. I had an hour to participate in a game I hate. If you start calling me during that, I'm sunk.
But Gary...
I'd like to shoot you in the eyes with the BB gun. How angry must you be to think that up?
When I heard you play that, I heard that the other day, I thought that it was an old-time song you found somewhere. I thought, that's great.
This is new anger.
Yeah.
That's right. Hot off the presses.
Yeah, that's an old Cole Porter tune.
I didn't get to play the ODB press conference. I didn't play so many different things.
I saw that. His press conference?
Yeah, it was great.
He's the best.
Yep.
He's got a new name now.
Yeah, 𝗏𝗏
𝗏𝗏, yeah.
He's always renaming himself.
Big Baby Jesus was my favorite of his names.
I also have tape of 𝗵𝗵𝗲 𝗪𝗏.
Oh, yes. Jason Kidd's wife.
Yeah, she's fun. 𝗵𝗵𝗲.
It's Jumana.
Hey, what is it, Jumana? I thought it was Jemima.
You act like that's any better.
Jumana.
Jumonkey.
Jumonkey.
Hey, Jumonkey Kid.
Jumonkey Kid.
All right, let's do a little news.
Wait a minute. You should play that, because she was hired as a correspondent by Extra.
Really?
Yeah. And here's a little bit. I guess this is from the show.
She's really bad at it.
The stars are rallying around NBA wife Jumana Kidd. She was court.
How funny is that? Jason Kidd, I guess, beat his wife.
Yeah.
And then the fans in Boston sit there and scream out at him, wife beater.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is about the guy, the sports columnist, who wrote he'd like to smack her.
I know. But I'm just saying,
on a TV show.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing.
It's a weird thing, because I tell you, the guy got suspended from his job without pay for a month for saying he'd like to give her a smack, and he was clearly, just being a wise guy. Yeah. Whereas Jason Kidd actually did beat her and got no punishment from his employer.
Right.
Nice Extra at her husband's big game.
Dana, I'm here at the second round of the NBA playoffs, where the rivalry lives between the Boston Celtics and the New Jersey Nets. Tonight, we will see who will be punked.
We will see who will be punked. Shut up.
We will see who will be punked.
You know what?
You got the kid out there. I heard the kid's head is like 3 times the size of a normal head.
Big head.
After hearing that, at risk of getting suspended from my job, I'd like to smack her.
All right, anyway, let's do some news.
All right.
Ooh,
Robin Quiver's boobs almost makes me forget that it's time to do the news. Ooh-wee, Robin Quiver's boobs almost makes me forget that there's the news.
All right.
You know, I really don't think that's his. He's singing somebody else's song.
That's right.
It just came out of him, Robin.
It doesn't sound like him.
He felt it.
All right. You guys are, you have your new loves. You think you're so in love. But I don't know if you're this in love. What is so funny over there?
That's just funny. Everybody's got their new loves.
New loves.
So embarrassing it is, isn't it? It really is.
I'm just saying what is.
We'd be a lot cooler if we just weren't with anyone.
I know,
Yeah. All in love.
A California woman pleaded not guilty yesterday on charges she threatened passengers aboard a cruise ship last month because she missed her boyfriend. Kelly Marie Ferguson is formally charged with 2 counts of threatening acts of terrorism in connection with 2 notes found on a Royal Caribbean ship headed for Hawaii. The notes threatened to kill all of the Legend of the Sea's 2,400 passengers if the ship docked at a U.S. port. A search of the boat turned up nothing, and the 20-year-old reportedly confessed that she thought if the cruise ended early, she could go home to her boyfriend.
That's a good girlfriend. Yep. I don't blame her. You ever been on a cruise?
Yeah, pretty awful.
You start to miss your boyfriend.
Yeah,
you
see, I mean, I could see you writing a letter. She's over her parents.
Do you write Sarah love notes and stuff?
I write her threatening
notes. Do you write love notes and stuff?
No.
Oh, I bet there's some love notes.
No. I don't write love notes.
Great vacations that's where you've been on yet?
She did say you went on one.
We went to, we went on for just a few days to Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is your ex-wife pissed?
No.
Hey, not about that.
No, Howard. Why would she be pissed?
Ken, hi, you're on the air.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Jimmy why I don't get his show in Washington, D.C.
Is that right? Is your show not on in Washington?
Yeah, it's not on in Washington, D.C. or Atlanta.
Why?
It's one of those deals where the network's fighting with the affiliate over some, it's a money thing. I don't know. Yeah, I would like to be on there, but I got to be honest with you when I say it doesn't really affect my day-to-day mood.
Yeah, one more question for Jimmy. I have one more question for Jimmy. Is there ever going to be a DVD for Crank Yankers?
I don't know. Maybe.
That would be great, man. I love that show.
Well, thank you.
All right, there you go. Jimmy's other show.
For Jimmy.
Yeah. We got a call from Eminem yesterday wanting to do Crank Yankers.
Wow. No kidding. Oh, so you're going to have him do it, I guess.
No. It's not big enough.
Pass him on. That's great.
Who needs him bringing that show down? Come on.
Anyway, this 20-year-old's trial is on July 8th, and she's being held without bail. Her father said that if it was granted, he wouldn't pay it. He didn't like the idea that his daughter was...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's going to let her go to
people's lives.
Really?
See a guy.
Lee, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, Howard, it kills me to hear you this way. You've been kind of bummed out lately, no?
Yes. Well, yeah, ever since Vegas, there's been shenanigans.
Well, that sucks. Have you, talked to your therapist about it, or, what do you do?
I don't discuss with my therapist work. I mean, maybe some feelings about work, but not specifics.
Right,
How often do you go?
4 days a week.
But,
really?
Yeah. It's a bit excessive.
Sorry.
I like it.
But you're really talking about not going back to Vegas again? I mean...
Absolutely not.
Well, come on, Howard.
It's not my fault. What am I supposed to do? They don't get the proper equipment.
Yeah, but, look at all the good stories and happy memories you bring.
I agree with you, but I can't do it unless I have my team with me. I got to have Tom working with me. He's the GM.
Right. But you let another year pass, maybe, and everyone wants to go, and the fans.
I know everyone wants to go, but I gotta have things done in a correct way. Thank you. Go ahead, Robin, please.
All right.
Jimmy laughs at all this.
You know what? I don't have to deal with it anymore. And you said we couldn't do a remote when I was in radio from across the street. And the engineer at a radio station is the same guy at every single place. You go, your one job is to make sure that this. We're planning it for months. How can you not make sure that the microphone works and the headphones work? And
make you mental.
It seems to be very difficult.
What is
Why
it, Baba
is
Booey?
television so different?
Well, they put more
Because you
money
don't
into
move around. You just, you know,
Even when they do a remote, they put
Yeah, they make it work when they do a remote.
What is it, Baba Booey?
I know you're talking about the Katie Couric-Leno thing. So the numbers are in for Katie Couric last night.
Right.
Do you want to take a guess at it?
I'm sure they were huge.
She doubled his number.
Yeah, I believe it, because it's a stunt.
It was a stunt, and it worked.
Yeah.
What is this, tape of her?
And him.
I heard he looked extremely uncomfortable on Today Show.
Because Dave hasn't done that first to show him how to do it. I don't see.
Now, I was wondering if you all might like to hear a couple of jokes from my daughters. Would you like that?
Wow.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, yeah, everybody wants to hear that. Smitty, I may need a little extra help with these. So get the
What's weird about this is that she doubled the numbers because it was a stunt. So she's going to start thinking she'd be a great late night.
Yeah, well, I'm sure somebody will be throwing something by.
Right.
You know, they'll probably give her my job. You know,
there's an idea.
It'd be funny if her daughters wrote like some really racially offensive jokes.
How many Jews does it take?
Does anyone want to hear some jokes from my daughters? They involve the N-word. All right, this Jew monkey walks into a bar.
drumsticks ready. All right. This one is from my daughter, Ellie, who's 11 years old. A guy walks into a bar. He hears all these little voices saying, "Nice shirt, nice tie, nice suit, nice shoes. I like your haircut. You're good looking." He said to the bartender, "What the heck is that?" And the bartender said, "Oh, those are the peanuts. They're complimentary."
You bitch. You filthy bitch.
Yeah.
How dare people laugh at that?
I bet that aired in Atlanta.
The peanuts were complimented. Peanuts were compliment. You know what you ought to do? You want to stunt? Let your ex-wife do the monologue one night. Dude, I would tune in so big time.
I'm going to let your ex-wife do the monologue.
Let her do it. Come on, man. Seriously. Do you have the balls to let your ex-wife do the monologue?
She wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't?
No.
Yeah.
No. And no.
And no. Yeah, no,
It's not funny. It's not fun.
It's not fun.
Please keep that in mind. What did the snail say when it got on top of the turtle?
What is going on?
Holy crap. I mean, this is really just, you know.
They're kicking my ass. We can laugh all they want.
Here's your stunt.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend Sarah comes out and sings a duet with your ex-wife. I would watch that. Good ideas, right?
Watch it. I'd tape it.
TiVo that.
Yeah.
All right, here's Mike Myers being interviewed by Katie Couric.
Okay.
The new star of late night.
But seriously, actually, SARS is happening in Toronto, and it's affected the city.
Well, SARS, one of the things I wanted to talk about is just that Toronto is safe. Toronto is a safe city, and, you know, I'm from...
Who cares?
Toronto, and I'm not much of a politician. I'm not super great at doing stuff like this, but...
Oh, isn't he nice defending Toronto?
That's right. He's going out on a limb. He's not really good at this.
We're getting medical information from Austin Powers.
By the way,
Don't worry. Everything's safe.
It's safe.
By the way, that's bull. Toronto is not safe.
I just wanted to say, you know, that Toronto's kind of got a little bit of a bad rap in the media, and it's kind of unfair, and I've been sitting in my house watching this going... But this isn't true.
He's sitting in his house because he doesn't have to work.
Sitting in L.A.?
Yeah.
He's watching it on a 90-inch screen.
Toronto is completely safe.
With his big stinky feet up in the air.
The only way you could get SARS if you went to Toronto is if you went to the one hospital where, unfortunately, some people have got SARS. You'd have to break in, first of all. Then you'd have to break into the quarantine area that's there. And then you would have...
Well, how do I know I won't do that?
If I'm not there, I'm sure this won't happen.
As long as they keep drinks in here. Right.
What else is there to do in Toronto?
Or if you French kiss a Chinese whore.
Right. You might get in trouble.
Kiss them on the mouth or breathe or be... and the chances are...
Great interview.
It sounded like she was setting him up for a bit.
Yeah, she's looking for a laugh.
She's doing the Today Show.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, for God's sake, give me your Mike Myers, say something funny.
Couldn't her kid write any questions for Mike Myers?
Here's Katie Couric doing a parody of American Idol.
And our final contestant tonight is Tiffany Werner from Jacksonville, Florida. Tiffany, you there?
I think Katie is being Paul Abdul.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mike Myers is being Simon. And I don't know who's being Randy.
Well, what's his face? Kevin Eubanks.
Oh.
Tiffany, What are you going to sing for us tonight? Nowhere to Run by Martha Reeves. Okay. Randy?
Yo, dog.
Boy, this is a scream.
Mike Myers is playing Randy.
Oh.
Yes.
You know, Tiffany, I think you really took a risk with that song. You showed your vulnerability. You really hit your high register.
I miss Johnny Carson. And I don't even like Johnny Carson.
And I think you look amazing.
I don't think she looks amazing at all.
Well, that's the real guy.
The real Simon.
You have any future in this business at all? Dreadful. Sorry, terrible.
Well, Mr. Record Executive, Mr.
Yes.
Number One, Mr.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Wow. It's weird because Katie Couric is really good at her job. You know, she's good on that show.
Well, it's the
what
Peter
she
principle.
does.
She's just to fall upward.
And it's not that much different, right? I mean, when you, it's a different set. And
Should be a little edgier at night, though.
I think when Katie tries to do comedy, it's where we get into trouble.
It's weird, yeah.
Chart topper.
You really do sound like Paula.
For your 411.
Yeah.
That is Miss Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child.
They took our bit.
Oh, exactly.
What was it?
We had the three of them in here, and then we had the three judges in.
Oh.
I brought in the guy who sold 8 million albums, and he sang for them, but for real. And then they told him he sucked, and he just said, hey, by the way, I sold 8 million albums. What was the guy's name?
Josie from Saliva. He sang Hero from Spider-Man. But I was listening. Not only did they steal our bit, they ruined it.
They ruined it because they made her sing bad.
Yeah.
But isn't jaywalking exactly your bit?
Yeah. It's unbelievable to me.
They all get screwed up.
How about that American Fido, which absolutely was stupid pet tricks? I mean, they did this American Fido thing. Yeah. It was blatantly stupid pet tricks every night.
I know. Jay's just like a little thief.
And there's no repercussions for it.
No.
No one says anything.
Well, how about the fact that this bit is killing on the show?
Yeah. How about Katie Couric doubling the ratings with this?
You've been on the Tonight Show. I've been on the Tonight Show. It's like the audience, it's like being at a bingo hall. There's a bigger handicap section than the regular seat. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like the Branson crowd.
Howard, I got a weird email from somebody. Do you think that this lessens Jay? Do you think it makes Jay look bad, even though she can't do it every night? Do you think it just...
No, not at all. Because the people tuned in to see it as a
Right, they wouldn't
novelty.
tune in to see her every night.
She's horrible. She's a monster.
She really is bad.
She's a monster. She's a show business monster who eats up any bit of creativity. She eats up any desire of mine to do something good. Because it's useless. Fun. It's all useless.
It is like a punch in the stomach here and there.
Yeah. She should have a 0 rating. People should have been nauseous.
Like me.
Yeah. Yeah, she should have a 0 rating like Jimmy. Oh, now she's got to prove she can sing.
No, she could have sang like this the first time.
Right.
This is bad, too. She didn't need to sing Pretend to be bad.
Hey, it'd be funny if Simon went, you're still awful.
Bitch.
What does that say for you, by the way, when you're in like one of the biggest groups in the country and they don't recognize you at all when you come out and sing?
Exactly.
It tells you she's not Destiny's Child.
Here's Leno co-hosting the Today Show.
Oh. And welcome to Today on a Monday morning. I'm Matt Lauer. We're going to have much more on those serious subjects.
Hey, how awful was Katie Couric? Let's just end on that note, too.
Terrible.
She makes Kathy Lee Gifford look like Sam Kinison.
In just a few minutes, but first, don't adjust your television sets. I've got a special co-host today. That's right. Katie and I are trading places today. I'm Jay Leno. It's great to have you here. Well, thank you very much. No, this should be a lot of fun. Katie and Jay are trading jobs. Katie's in Los Angeles right now, getting ready to host the Tonight Show on your behalf, and you've decided to join us here this morning.
Wow, the setup is killing me.
You know, he adds all the charm Katie does.
You know what? Jump ahead and go right to Jay interviewing Colin Powell. Uh-oh. I think that's what that tape is.
Let me ask you, how hard is it to be diplomatic?
What's it like to run a whole, army?
in the Middle East right now? Well, it's a challenge, but I'm
Colin Powell trying to be light.
Right, yeah, because he'd rather talk about real issues.
Pleased to have the opportunity.
What's it like being light-skinned? Like the dark-skinned people come down on you, and then the white people don't go out and accept you.
It's interesting that Jay felt, I know Katie felt she had to be funny that Jay had to be serious.
It's funny.
I had today to speak to Prime Minister Sharon and members of his...
Any of the soldiers ever call you the N-word or what? What's up with that?
Government, as well as the new Prime Minister of the Palestinian people, Prime Minister Abbas. And we have a new moment of opportunity here in the Middle East, Jay, with the end of the war in Iraq. President Bush has turned his attention to this part of the world.
Jay.
Well, let me ask you about your meeting with...
Let me ask you about your meeting. Let me ask you...
He's there to... you don't have to ask to ask.
No. I want to say, let me ask you before everything I said. Let me ask you. So people know that I'm about to ask you a question. Let me ask you.
Prime Minister Sharon earlier today. What concessions is he willing to make to the peace process?
Come on.
What?
Hey, let me ask you, are you jealous of David Letterman like I am?
Is he going to withdraw Israeli troops from...
Somebody wrote these down for Jane. He's acting
yeah, they're talking to him in his ear.
Concessions? Concessions.
Hey, let me ask you this. Does my chin look enormous to you?
Colin, I understand the peanuts were complimentary. Did you hear that joke? That was a good one, Katie, though.
The Palestinian areas? I wouldn't call these concessions. I think these are steps he wants to take. He has no desire to keep troops in the Palestinian areas. It's a burden on him.
Do you know I handcuffed Sandra Bernhard? Yeah, I did. I handcuffed her when I banged her.
For the first time ever, I kind of liked him after hearing that story.
Yeah, it kind of almost made him human.
All right, well.
Let me ask you, have you ever tied up Sandra Bernhard, General?
No.
No, Jay, I haven't. Back to Sharon.
Anything else, Robin?
Anything else? That wasn't mine.
That's the news. What could be more important than that?
That wasn't mine.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights at 12:05, you should mention on ABC.
And speaking of Colin Powell, there was another terrorist attack, this time in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Time for us to take out Saudi Arabia.
There are various estimates as to how many people were killed, but upwards of 25 people, including 10 Americans. Suicide bombers stormed 3 compounds housing Westerners and detonated massive car bombs.
What are Americans doing over there? Could you ever imagine going to live in Saudi Arabia?
Well, it's either that or live with your parents.
That's right.
I'd rather, well, I have to think about it.
But, yeah, there are about 5,000 troops over there as well. And,
that's right.
Well, yeah, they're forced to go there. It's not like
it's just causing more and more anti-American sentiment over there. The more they see Americans, the more they hate us.
We need to start disguising ourselves.
Yes.
Right.
So anyway, they say they'll get the troops out of there by the end of the summer. But right now, they are saying to Americans to stay at home.
Yeah, it's hard to stay at home. Apartments over there are like $7.
Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Saad has condemned the attacks, Howard. C4.
Both the blood of Saudi citizen was mixed in this tragic event with American blood. It shows, but it is no consolation that these things happen everywhere. And it is truly a battle of long standing that we are waging against terrorism.
We are, and we should really go over and take another country. Pick one out. Iran.
What did he just say?
You don't know what he said? Let me repeat it for anyone who didn't hear Prince Saad's message. He said...
There's no consolation.
The blood of American and blood of the Saudi will mix together, then you're going to leave them.
What did the snail say when he got on top of the turtle?
What did he say? There's a 10 share. All right,
Colin Powell says that Al-Qaeda never hesitates to kill civilians, and that's what this is all about. C2.
As the earmarks of Al-Qaeda, and I think it's just part of...
Well, let me ask you this.
Al-Qaeda and other terrorist organizations' willingness to kill innocent people.
All right. It's very sad.
And the war against terrorism is not over.
Right. We got to take a break, Rob. We'll be back Right. You still with us, Jimmy? Or are you
I'm here.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. We'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern.
Hi, this is sexy Suzanne Summers. They wrote that for me. While I might be a grandmother, I still look pretty good. You know, I have a tight ass, a firm rack, and a flat belly. You're listening to Howard Stern, a man who was flabby in his 20s, 30s, and 40s, but he does have nice man boobs. And if he does my diet, he'll get rid of his love handles.
Howard Stern Show.
All right. There we go. Jimmy Kimmel with us live, weeknights at 12:05 on ABC. The show's live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I don't even know why you do it live.
Me neither. Yeah.
It's crazy. Seriously, why? Why bother?
I don't know.
Finish up early in the day.
I don't know. It's a little bit more exciting. It makes the guests more nervous.
Yeah, that's
I don't know why, because all the other talk shows are essentially live. Make a little edit here or there, but
yeah, why not? If something gets slow, you edit it. Might want to think about that. All right, Robin, let's finish up the news.
The Tony Awards are out. I know you were asking me about that. And yes, Hairspray did get the most nominations.
Oh, good.
13 Tony Awards nominations.
Sweet.
For the show with the fat man dressed as a woman.
Yes.
I auditioned for that.
So Harvey Firestein, he's nominated as Best Actor.
Is he the Bachelor?
Harvey, that's Firestone.
Oh, okay. All right. I get these
But
gay
he's
guys
nominated
mixed up.
for Best Actor, and he's playing a woman, so I don't understand that. Anyway, Billy Joel's Moving Out also got 10 nominations. So.
Hey, good for him. Way to go, Billy.
Yeah, he's doing very well with that. The governor of West Virginia has had to admit that he cheated on his wife.
That sucks. Why did he have to admit it?
Because the woman he was cheating with had a husband, and he found out, and he was going to try to sell the story.
Would have been better if he was cheating with his sister.
He called a press conference and said, "She's gone back to whoring."
You think the least he could have done for the guy is let him sell the story?
He acknowledged that he has been unfaithful to his family and asked for forgiveness.
Wow. How embarrassing.
Did they give it to him?
I don't know, but he said it wouldn't affect his
How about just a little poontang?
re-election plan.
Sweet thing, how about a little poontang?
Poontang. Brings every guy down.
I tell you. It seems all the politicians.
Oh, yeah. I probably had a nice career going. Just wanted a little on the side.
Hey, now.
You can't get that. You got to be very careful.
Everybody squeals. JFK Jr., I mean, not JFK Jr., JFK Sr., he was banging everyone.
To do it.
He got away with it.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
Back when people kept their mouths shut.
Now all it takes is
You know
just
what I mean?
one.
Yeah.
What else is in the news, Robin? Anything?
Does it bother you that a woman is going to play in the PGA?
Yes.
No, it does not bother me.
You know why it doesn't bother me? I don't think I've ever seen golf anywhere.
And you can't really tell the difference between the men and the women.
Yeah.
Robin, the women are just a little more masculine than the guys.
That's what bothers me.
Which brings me to my next challenge. This chick, 18 holes, anytime, anywhere.